People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by House Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Vitech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of Friday Night Football, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR, WGLR.com, the 97.7 Country WGLR mobile app, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. From Lancaster High School, the Platteville Hillmen take on the Lancaster Flying Arrows in Southwest Wisconsin Conference football. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Steve Prestigard, along with Scott Tolzman. And every game between two teams that started playing each other in 1902 is obviously big, but this is big for each team for different reasons. Lancaster comes in having won their first two SWC games. They need to win to keep pace with Prairie du Chien and River Valley, and actually just one of those teams because they are playing each other tonight at River Valley. Platteville, it is their last chance really to stay in the SWC race because after with their 1-3 start and a poor game last week when they got beat by Prairie du Chien 41-13, they come in at 1-1 in the conference, and if you lose two, you're not likely going to get even a share of a conference title any place, basically. The Hillmen, of course, have had offensive problems all year, except for their one win this season, the 49-6 win 2 weeks ago over Broadhead Judah. But defense was a big problem, especially run defense last week. They gave up 370 yards to Prairie du Chien in the 41-13 loss. Lancaster is coming off a win last week, 28-12 over Richland Center, although it was a game where they kind of didn't get going until the fourth quarter. And you have to believe that and in fact you will hear this on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show in moments. You have to believe that Lancaster is interested in getting the run game going because they are kind of uncharacteristically even in terms of offense in rushing the ball and passing the ball, both a number of plays, rushes, and passes, and yardage. And Coach Jordan Rowland would like to get more rushing going, and he may get the opportunity to do that tonight. On the Shoebox Scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, on the Queen Bee family of radio stations this beautiful evening. Cuba City at Southwestern East Dubuque. That is on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also, non-conference, we have Fenimore at Galena, and that is on, actually, interstate non-conference. That is on Extreme 107.1. Also, tomorrow afternoon, we go to the Six Rivers and Homecoming Saturdays, Wazeeka, Steuben, Seneca at Pecatonica, Argyle. That will be here tomorrow afternoon on 97.7 Country WGLR. But before all of that, it is time for the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. And we're back in 60 seconds on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Pregame 1.
With Progressive, you get more than savings. You get access to us through our mobile app, online chat, or by phone.
Oh, I see what you're doing here, Jamie. Giving me all these ways to stay in touch so I have no excuse not to. Well, you're in luck, because this guy's looking for a new BFF.
All right, Bryce Arneson, week
all
5.
customers can contact us
3,
this way.
you're trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, no, I was just
3,
kidding.
But
2,
I am always up
1.
for Taco Pizza! Jigsaw!
Get help from Progressive through the website, app, chat, or phone. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60-plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pregame 1.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show on 97.7 Country WGLR. One of the oldest rivalries, maybe the oldest one in the area, Platteville and Lancaster. We're joined by Platteville coach Bryce Arneson. Thanks for joining us. Season has not gone, I'm sure, the way people want, fans of the Hillman want, but how do you feel like things are going? Is there anything standing out that isn't going right?
I think it's, we aren't living up to the expectations that we set ourselves and, that people in the community set for us. And, I think that's something we got to live with, right? Like, we put ourselves in this hole. We didn't play the way we should 3 of the 4 games we played, and we're in the position we're at now, but that doesn't mean that has to define our season, right? Like, I think we can go out there and, we can compete this week and, play in a rivalry game like you said. Hopefully get momentum with that. And then we got 4 games that, we can hopefully build up some confidence. And, you never know, right? Like, I think back to that state team in 2013, right? They had 4 losses on the year and they still made it to state, right? So I think wins and losses are awesome. Like, they are what drive you as a team, right? They drive you into the community. But, I think if we just continue to focus on going 1-0 this week and going 1-0, the rest of the year, who knows where we'll be at.
Okay, last week you played Prairie du Chien. I know you knew this, but for everybody who didn't, Blake Terry's a really, really good football player. Anybody would take a 225-pound running back.
Yeah. I mean, he'll be one of the best guys that we see all year. I think that in my 3 years as a head coach, he's definitely the best player that I've had to scheme against. And there's been some really good ones. But it's not an excuse, right? Like, they have one good guy and they expose us with that one good guy, but that doesn't mean that, that they should have beat us the way they did. I think that we weren't mentally prepared for that. They came in wanting to beat us. We didn't come in wanting to beat them. And that's on me as a coach, not getting these kids ready for that, but that's also on our leadership and our leaders on this team, not getting the guys ready for it. So, it's a learning process. It's something that we got to learn from. We knew that we were going to have 4 to 5 really tough games to start the year. So, we went through the tough games, but we'll hopefully see something special this week.
Okay. Well, you'll see a special opponent, obviously, in Lancaster. A rivalry dating back to 1902, and a lot of times one or the other or both of you have won your conference title. First off, the rivalry, I mean, it was a huge win for you last year. They may still be a little upset about that in Lancaster, but it really propelled your season last year. What about the rivalry as far as you're concerned?
I think back to when I was in high school and I was in college, right? And rivalry week just makes you more juiced, makes you more excited, right? It brings energy to what practices are and what pre-practice is, and before the game and after the game. Just rivalries are what drive your season, and we knew that we were going to go Broadhead, Prairie, Lancaster, right? And we said to ourselves, we want to win 2 out of the 3, and this is our chance to win 2 out of the 3, right? So just coming in with the mentality that we're going to go and win, and we're going to go and do the things that we need to, but then having that juice, having that energy with this rivalry, because there's some kids in Platteville that don't like kids in Lancaster. There's kids in Lancaster that don't like Platteville, so bringing that energy and bringing that juice in a positive way, not using it negatively, but hopefully that'll propel us into a very special night tomorrow night.
The other thing, of course, is that Lancaster doesn't look like the Lancaster teams of the past with all the rushing that they used to do, and now it's a pretty balanced offense. What are the challenges, and what do you see as the DeBurr Enterprises' key to victory?
Lancaster definitely did a 180 from last year, right? I mean, the kids that they had on their team last year, right, they just handed off the ball, and they had that massive O-line, and they relied on that. And against us, obviously, when they scored 46 points, right, that it worked, and luckily we scored 1 point more to get that win. But I think that for us this week, it's to focus on ourselves, right? It's to take the lessons that we learned from the 3 losses and start putting those into the game. We can do all the talk we want, and we can do all the coaching we want, but it doesn't matter unless the kids actually put those things that we talk about or those things that we coach them on into the game. So, I think it's just, playing our game, not having to think that we need to play to the competition, right? We go out and we play Hillman football. We score points, we play defense, we win in the special teams. We're the more physical team, we're the more athletic team. We just got to go out there and do those things.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Bryce Arneson, the Platteville coach, back with more after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Pregame 2.
The Timberwolf Touchdown Club's annual tailgate fundraiser is this Saturday at 11 a.m. at the Fairgrounds in Bloomington. Come partake in all-you-can-eat pork sandwiches and salads, just $10 for adults and $5 for kids 6 and under. Enjoy the great food, a beverage area, and check out the silent auction and raffle. The grand prize is $2,500. It's the Timberwolf Touchdown Club's fundraiser this Saturday from 11 till 3 at the Fairgrounds in Bloomington.
Despite overwhelming support from Democrats and Republicans, time is running out for Congress to pass the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act, which will keep AM radio in cars. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Pregame 2.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues on 97.7 Country WGLR. Platteville and Lancaster, the latest iteration in a rivalry dating back to 1902. We're joined by Lancaster coach Jordan Rowland. Thanks for joining us. I have to imagine that partially because of last year, just because it's 15 miles down the road who you're playing tonight, you don't have to do much to get your team up, right?
No, I think they're pretty motivated. Rivalry games, you lose the conference championship by 1 point to the team just south of you. You play a lot of other sports, compete against these kids year round, and we didn't have a great year just in the other sports too. So no, I think we should be pretty motivated for tonight. I hope, at least. If not, we got other problems. So we should be motivated for tonight.
You're 3-1 overall, and obviously 2-0 in the conference. Other than the blip against Cuba City, how do you feel like you guys are playing right now?
We're getting there. We're, how we coach and all that stuff. We try to get better as the season goes with, playing kids in one spot. This year we've had to play kids both ways a little more than what we have, but we're trending in the right direction. We got to stay healthy. We had a couple we lost a couple tough kids to replace this year, but we got to stay healthy, and I think we're trending in the right direction. Kids are getting more confidence. A lot of young kids that have been playing are now getting closer to being sophomore. The freshmen are starting to be closer to sophomores. Sophomores are kind of more like juniors. So we've been, we're trending in the right direction. Hopefully that continues tonight.
Okay, one thing that stands out is that if you look at your stats, you wouldn't think that's Lancaster, because you guys are obviously, for years and years and years, fullback heavy, run the ball most of the time and all that. But not this year, it seems. You're actually a pretty balanced run versus pass.
Yeah, I think I'm a firm believer in coaching to your talent. I know Coach Hoke had his way of, we're going to run option, and that's a great offense. And I've kind of tried to keep those principles and blocking schemes into a little, more of a spread offense this year. We have a very fast track team, and we have a lot of those guys are playing football for us. So we're trying to spread it out, get those kids in space. They're not really run it up in there. Not that they can't, but, that's not their strength. And then Nolan Wolf has been doing a pretty nice job of calling the offense. He sees the field. Just distributing it to the kids that are, need the ball in the space, and he's been doing a nice job. So we'll continue, but again, we do have to be a better run team when teams have a light box. So we need to be able to run a lot better than what we have this year. We've been throwing a lot in kind of like soft boxes, and we've been still having to throw. So we need to be able to establish the run game if we see light boxes. So
okay, you're coming off a win over Richland Center that seemed a little bit harder than you might have thought going in, or fans might have thought going in. What happened last week?
I think losing Taylor on the first play of offense really, you see one of your friends and one of your, best receivers laying on the ground, and you don't know what's happening. I mean, he's had surgery, he's, healthy, all the kids, but I think that's just tough to see right away. And he's a big part of the game plan, especially that week. He, the first play of the game was going to him, and there was going to be a lot of rinse and repeat of that. And then Richland Center does a lot of things for us with us running option. They, they move guys all over the place, and it's sometimes hard. It's kind of murky. They don't do the same thing every play. They're not always gap sound, which is really tough for option football running the ball. And then passing, we weren't crisp. No excuses. I mean, Center had a nice game plan versus us, and we just weren't very crisp. We didn't, it's just an ugly game. But you'd rather be that you didn't play great and you still won, instead of you lost and it's like, oh yeah, we played well, but we still lost. So I mean, we'll take the win. It's on the road. Those are always tough in conference. They're always big, getting us to our goals of trying to threaten the conference title and that stuff. You got to win on the road, and sometimes you just got to get it done, and that's kind of what that game was. You just kind of got it done. Okay,
and that does happen over the course of a year typically. So it's Platteville tonight. Their season hasn't gone quite the way people thought it was going to, but what do you see as the challenge tonight? What do you see as the DeBurr Enterprises key to the game tonight?
Oh, I mean, defensively, they have a lot of talent. I know what their record does not say how talented they are. They have a very talented receiver in the Ludlam kid. They have a very talented running back, maybe the best receiving running back, like receiving and running back in the conference. I mean, Thierry is a unicorn up in Prairie, but the sassy kid, Sass, is a very talented kid. We have to contain him and, keep an eye on Ludlam. And then just the pink kid, try to keep him off target or keep him off schedule. So, try to bring pressure so he's moving a little bit. We think he throws a little better on time. Very good. If he has a clean pocket, he's going to pick you apart. But if we can, move him a little bit, put people in his face, slow him down, that kind of stuff is kind of the key for our defense. And then offensively, I kind of already talked about, we have to establish the run, and we have to run better tonight than what we have.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Jordan Rowland, the Lancaster coach, will be back with Platteville and Lancaster after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 1.
This is Tyler
say
Osterman,
something.
and I'm thrilled to announce that I'll be joining Cuba City Family Dental in our locations in Darlington and Kieler as a doctor of dental surgery. From varsity football and baseball at Darlington High School to molecular biology research at Loras College, my journey has been about dedication and excellence. I'm excited to help provide top-notch general dental services at our 3 locations. Call now to schedule your appointment and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
At Dubuque Mattress, we understand the quality of sleep is important. That's why when you shop at Dubuque Mattress, you'll notice that we are invested in finding the right mattress for you. Our trained and experienced sales staff won't sell you something you don't need or want. We care about you, the customer, and want you to get the best night's sleep possible. That's our goal. Stop in today along Highway 20, directly across from Tyson's. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 1.
Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont on 97.7 Country WGLR. Steve Prestegard, Scott Tolzman from Lancaster High School. And Scott, what do you think about tonight?
It's going to be interesting. This is my first time doing the radio this year, and so I've been watching more of Dodgeville going to their games. But, you know, at the beginning of the year, I really thought Platteville would be one of the top teams. Lancaster maybe in the middle. But right now, Lancaster is tied for first with Prairie du Chien and River Valley, and Platteville is down towards the bottom, and they got one win in the conference, so, you know, it's interesting to see. I really thought Platteville was going to be one of those strong teams coming back this year, so it'll be an interesting game. It's a nice night, and I think Platteville and Lancaster is always a great game, and it's a good rivalry, so it could be a close game.
Well, our pregame keys to the game, as you heard, are presented by DeBurr Enterprises in Lancaster. Landscaping is key to better curb appeal for your home or business. Our injury report brought to you by Russell Law Offices. If you've been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. And there are injuries to report. The obvious one for Lancaster, Taylor Williams, who broke his collarbone last week. He is done for the season, and that was a lot of their passing attack. Before that, got hurt on the first play of the game, actually. There are injuries, however, for Platteville also on the offensive line for the second week in a row. Ethan Berghoff, a junior center, is out, so Mason Mandarano moves to center, and Gage Kastner moves into Mandarano's old spot in right guard. And then on defense, Will Zielinski is out due to injury. He's an outside linebacker, so Carson Opgenorth will replace him. And also Brody Digman, who on the one hand has rushed the ball 3 times and had 2 60-plus yard touchdown runs, but he is hurt. He was starting in the defensive backfield at one of the safety spots, so he will not be playing tonight either, and that's a little inconveniently timed, obviously, for Lancaster, but there it is. The exclusive, before that, colors of the game presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Platteville, the road team, white jerseys, white pants, silver helmets, and they have cardinal trim. And as a once-a-year thing, Lancaster, usual colors, royal blue and gold. They're in black from head to toe tonight. I have not seen those uniforms before. Anyway, the exclusive Game Time Weather and Turf Report is brought to you by Dewey's Tire Repair, north of Platteville on Highway 81, for all your auto, farm, and truck tire sales and service needs. The best place to take a leak, Dewey's Tire Repair in Platteville. 79 degrees at kickoff. Winds are blowing from the west-northwest at 4 miles per hour with gusts to 8, if that's what you want to call it. That's really no effect at all on the game tonight. It is, again, a beautiful night for football. Shoebox Scoreboard is presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. And in the SWC tonight, River Valley is at Prairie du Chien, Dodgeville is at Broadhead Judah, and Richland Center is at New Glarus. Prairie or Valley, obviously the Blackhawks are going to win, but whoever wins that game will be at least tied for first and possibly in first if Platteville is able to beat Lancaster tonight. In the SWAL tonight, Cuba City at Southwestern East Dubuque, that's on Super Hits 106. Belleville is at Mineral Point, that can be seen on MPTV. Darlington is at Benton Skills Mount Shullsburg, and interstate non-conference football, Fenimore is at Galena, that is on Extreme 107.1. In the Nine Rivers, Blackhawk Warren is at Iowa Grant, Boscobel at Potosi Cassville, Riverdale is at River Ridge. Those are the games today. Saturday afternoon, Wazeeka Steuben Seneca at Pecatonica Argyle for the Pecatonica homecoming, and that'll be tomorrow at 1:30 on 97.7 Country WGLR. And in the Ridge and Valley this week, Highland is at Kickapoo Lafarge tonight. Everything else is on Saturday. Monticello at North Crawford, Belmont at Wanawak Center Weston, and Wisconsin Heights at DeSoto. Lancaster Band is obviously here. Have you seen? Well, first, we will have the Lancaster High School Band playing our national anthem.
Presented by the Richard Burns American Legion Post 109, the William Pollock VFW Post 2344, and the Disabled Americans Veterans Chapter 40. Our national anthem.
Lancaster High School Band with our national anthem, proving yet again that whether sung or played, the national anthem is best performed live. We'll be back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 2.
This update is sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you.
Play Brewers Baseball Bingo presented by U.S. Cellular for the chance to win prizes all season long. Download the MLB Ballpark app from the App Store or Google Play to get in on the action.
Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
The Queen Bee Radio Sports Getaway Giveaway's back. We're giving you a chance to see college rivals Minnesota at Wisconsin on Black Friday and pro rivals Green Bay versus Chicago in January. To win, sign up at I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover and Fireball Lanes in Lancaster. Random qualifiers get invited to our sports getaway parties at Fireball Lanes November 16th and I Don't Care Pub and Grub on November 17th. It's the Queen Bee Radio Sports Getaway Giveaway from the only station that puts fans in the stands.
In Game 2.
Carey Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WJLR. Did you happen to see who won the People's State Bank coin toss?
No, I didn't because it was done before I got here.
And I was a little occupied, but, well, we'll give you the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups when they get out there. We are trying to deal with an issue with the huddle camera on our end. Not sure what happened. Apparently it is working, but we're not getting it. So we will make the effort to fix that if you are watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We will tell you that today's game is brought to you by Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Rural Mutual agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dahl with Ragetz and Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. And Bumper to Bumper in Lancaster, Boscobel, and Muscadet, making hydraulic hoses and donating 25 cents from each Wix filter purchase to the local FFA. Find your parts on their website or Facebook or stop in. The opening kickoff is fielded by Lancaster to begin high school football on 97.7 Country WGLR, and slipping short of the 20-yard line. And I think that was Quinton Plessel, and so Lancaster starts at the 19-yard line. The Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line at options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster and Richland Center and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. The quarterback, of course, Nolan Wolf, senior, 10 of 22 for 150 yards and an interception last week, 6 of 43 on the ground. First down, 10 yards to go from the Lancaster 19-yard line. Receivers out right and left. And one running back and a swing pass to the right side and caught and going out of bounds. The catch made by Brennan Gildersleeve. One of the receivers also shows up at running back, 5 for 40 last week, plus a 53-yard touchdown run. Ball is out to the 25-yard line, second down and 3 yards to go. And a run around the left side, and that's going to be the first supply first down of the game for the Hillman on a run to the left side. Lancaster football up at the 34-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go. Moving left to right in the first quarter, another swing pass to the right side and getting past the initial defenders and then up to the 39-yard line. That was Gildersleeve again for a gain of 5 yards. And not only are they throwing the ball a lot, but a little bit of tempo here. Also, Dean Kaufman, Quinton Plessel, 1 for 30 last week. They are also receivers. Samaji Venson, 6 for 27 for a touchdown and 3 catches for 62 last week. 2nd and 5. And a faked keeper for Wolf. Vincent up the middle, up to about the 43-yard line, and is just short of the first down. It'll be third down and a yard to go. Offensive line for Lancaster, Brady Longer, 225-pound junior left tackle. Evan Beckward, 260-pound senior at left guard. TJ Nelson, 245-pound senior at center. Connor Brewer, 250-pound senior at right guard. And Preston Clemens, 185-pound junior at right tackle. And we have a delay here.
I think they're calling a penalty. I didn't see a flag on the field, but It's going to be added on. So it's going to be a first down just by the penalty, so the run doesn't count.
So it is must have been an offside penalty, I guess, and our first Pink's Automotive penalty of the football game, and now we have a whistle. So I'll tell you the Platteville's defense, Cam Moore, Landon Donahue, and Rusty Ruck are the linemen. We'll also see Caden Charles and Gage Kastner in there. Dylan Weigel and Evan Johnson are the inside linebackers. Carson Hopkenworth, Seth Wilson are the outside backers. Myron Ryder, Lucas Ludlam, the quarterbacks, Tyler Sass, Logan Day, the safeties. 1st and 10, Lancaster at their 44-yard line. And a run up to about the 47-yard line. And I think that was Vincent again on the carry for 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Yeah.
No, that was Peyton Hale.
Oh, Peyton Hale, all right.
Yep.
We'll see a lot of him also, and he gains 3 yards to the 47, 2nd down and 7 yards to go. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 running back. And now Wolf walks up behind center and then walks back. A little movement by his running back on 2nd and 5. And it's a keeper for Wolf, and Platteville's defense was not surprised by that. Wolf ends up losing a yard back to the 46. And it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 8. Following the yard loss.
I'm kind of surprised they got away from those swing passes. I mean, they're a little hard to defend, and they were getting 4 or 5 yards of crack at it.
Well, let's see what they do on 3rd and 8 from the Lancaster 46-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, plus a wingback on the left side. And it is a run for Hale, and Hale with us takes players with him and looks to get the 1st down.
I think that was Gildersleeve.
So they moved him into running back. And that was 9 yards and another first supply 1st down for the Arrows.
Right now they're kind of just controlling the clock and methodically going down the field.
8:57 remaining in the first quarter. And no score yet. And Lancaster ball at the Platteville 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Back to pass Wolf and throws it over the middle. Plessel is wide open to the 10 and to the end zone. Plessel got behind all the defenders. And that is a 45-yard Northland Buildings touchdown pass with 8:35 left in the first quarter. It is 6-0 Lancaster. Pending the point and flush extra point, and now we have the video back, and that's excellent news.
Yeah, it was a good fake. They faked the run, then a short pass, and Plessel broke over across the middle, and the ball thrown right to him, and off to the races he went.
And so now the point and flush extra point 2-point attempt. The roll to the right side for Wolf, trying to get to the corner, and he does not. He's short. He is short of the end zone on the 2-point run. And of course, that makes you think about last year when, even though Lancaster scored 46 points, they were 2 of 7 from 2-point runs and ended up losing 47-46. But here they lead 6-0 with 8:35 remaining first quarter. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 3.
Did you know that a colonoscopy is the gold standard for screening cancer? It's the only screening that detects polyps early, but can also prevent colon cancer. Surprisingly, 1 in 3 Americans are not taking advantage of this life-saving test. Don't wait for symptoms to occur. If you are age 45 or older or have a family history of colon cancer, it's important to make time for a colonoscopy. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Darren Purtue by calling Grant Regional Community Clinic at 608-723-2131 or learn more at grantregional.com.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
In Game 3.
Well, that scoring drive for Platteville, for Lancaster, goes 81 yards in 9 plays in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Nolan Wolf to Quinton Plessel, and it's 6-0 after the 2-point run was short. And meanwhile, Platteville will take over at their 30-yard line after the kickoff return.
And they returned it about 25 yards to the middle of the field. And Platteville will take over.
And their starting lineup, Platteville's, also brought to you by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster and Richland Center and at fullersmilkercenter.com. TJ Pink, the senior, starts at quarterback, 13 of 23 for 137 and a touchdown and 4 carries for 9 yards last week. Tyler Sass just 31 yards and 10 carries as the running back. Pink rolls to the right on first down and throws, and the pass is caught down there.
11 yards. This is Ludlam. Pink threw it to Ludlam for 12 yards on an out.
And so the first supply of first down for Platteville in this football game. Ludlam last week, 7 of 82, including a 64-yard touchdown catch. And that was kind of all the highlights last week for the Hillmen. 1st and 10 from the 42. And here is Ludlam going around to the left side on a pitch, and he ends up going down back at the 38-yard line for a 4-yard loss. They tried that last week, and it also did not work. So it's 2nd down and 14 yards to go back at the 38.
No, he picked up 2.
Well, they did give him 2. All right, up to the 44. Tech has, well, it's a great way it works. It tends to frazzle the people who they're trying to get it to work. Here's a pass, meanwhile, to the left side. And that pass ends up at the 43-yard line for actually a loss of a yard on the swing pass there. 3rd down, 9 yards to go. I guess they'll call it no gain. So it's kind of a long 8 at the almost 44-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right and 2 to the left, somewhat tight. And comes in motion. Pink goes to pass. Pink fires it deep down the left side and overthrows Ludlam, the intended receiver, at about the 15-yard line. And so a 3-and-out for the Hillmen. The other receivers, by the way, Myron Ryder and Jerron Blevins. He was 3 for 32 last week. Seth Wilson, a 2-yard catch last week. So the Arrows should get the football in decent field position with 7:41 left in the first quarter. Tyler Sass to punt. And is that Vincent going back to return the kick?
No, it's number 8, is Wolf.
The quarterback is the kick returner, but he's not going to get a chance, and they end up running a fake, and it's good for a first down. Tyler Sass, the punter, right? 15, he took off. He took off around the right side.
16 yards.
And so on the fake, a first supply first down, all the way down to the Lancaster 41-yard line. 7:21 left in the first quarter. 6-0 Lancaster. On the far side, or close to the far side hash mark, 3 receivers to the right, or to the left and 1 to the right. And this is Sass up the middle to about the 40-yard line for just a yard there. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Offensive line has been kind of the one area that was the question mark coming in, and they've had some issues playing. Of course, the injuries, the injury that we mentioned has not helped things, but they're kind of not creating the holes they did last year for Sass and they're not giving Pink as much time to throw. Second down, here's Ludlam, and Ludlam loses yards back to the 45 on the pass. 5-yard loss. Third down, 14 coming up. Blevins will be the receiver on this side on 3rd and 14. And 3 receivers to the right. Sass is the running back, and I think they just got a free 5.
Yep.
Offside Lancaster, another Pink's Automotive penalty. Pushes the ball down to the 40-yard line and will make it 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Might as well tell you the offensive line for Platteville. Rusty Ruck, 250-pound senior at left tackle. Cam Moore, 205-pound junior at left guard. Mason Mandarano moved again from right guard to center, 200-pound senior. Gage Kastner, 220-pound sophomore, is the right guard. Joe Vistrasil, 245-pound junior, is the right tackle. It's 3rd and 9 from the Lancaster 40-yard line, and a quarterback draw, and getting just 2 yards down to the 38 is TJ Pink. It will be 4th and 7, where I imagine you got to go for it.
Early in the game, I was a conservative coach. I would punch it down there, make them.
Well, they've got Sass out there, but they also have Pink out there. The defensive line for Lancaster, Devin Clark, TJ Nelson, Preston Clemens. We'll also see Brady McCartney, Wyatt McLean, Connor Brewer, and Trayson Fishnick. They're going to go for it, 4th and 7, and the long pass to the right side, and it's caught. And that's a first down deep inside the Bitech green zone. A Greater Way Bitech Resource Management of Monroe. Lucas Ludlam all the way down to the 2. First and goal from the 2. With 5:13 in the clock running in the first quarter. Swing pass, or fake swing pass, and a run around the right side. And that's a touchdown for Tyler Sass. Another Northland Buildings touchdown in the ball game. And we're tied at 6 with 5:03 remaining in the first quarter. And now the point and flush extra point, which will be a kick, it would appear, for Tyler Sass. And the holder is Lucas Ludlam. Long snapper Carson Opgenorth. Snap, spot, kick. And Platteville has the lead. Platteville 7, Lancaster 6, 5:03 remaining in the first quarter. Back after this, 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 4.
Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
This is Jason Perry, an over 22-year employee of Anderson Weber Toyota. Part of what makes us a unique car dealership is the combined 730 years of experience we bring to our customers. We are a 4th-generation, family-owned business with an average employee tenure of 14 years. Come see why we've been a staple in the Tri-State area for over 70 years. Visit us next to Target in Dubuque or online at AndersonWeberToyota.com. Anderson Weber Toyota, when you're ready.
It's harvest time, and Scenic Rivers Energy Co-op reminds you to be safe on the farm with this helpful tip. Be aware of increased height when loading and transporting larger modern tractors with higher antennas. This safety tip from Scenic Rivers Energy Co-op.
In Game 4.
Once again, I can't figure out how to turn on a microphone. 7-6 Platteville on the 2-yard touchdown run by Tyler Sass. The kickoff will be recovered or be returned up to the 26-yard line. Platteville scoring drive, 11 plays, 70 yards, 3 minutes and 26 seconds, and included a fake punt for a first down on 4th down. And it also included a 36-yard pass from Pink to Ludlam on 4th down. They made Grandma Diane happy back in Platteville. And then Tyler Sass with the touchdown and extra point. And it's 7-6 Platteville. 1st and 10 at the Lancaster 26-yard line. 4:54 left in the first quarter. One running back next to Wolf. Two receivers left to the right. Keeper for Wolf. Then he throws to the right side, and the swing pass is caught for a short gain up to about the 30, well, actually a little more than short, to the 32-yard line for 6. And who was the receiver on that?
Plussel, I do believe, number 6.
Quentin Plussel. Platteville, I think we did mention the rest of the defense, so I think we're all right. 1st and 10, or 2nd down and 4 from the 32-yard line. Wolf throws to the right. That ball is maybe a fumble, and it's recovered by the Arrows, but inside the 20-yard line. That was not a forward pass. That actually was behind the line of scrimmage.
It was behind the line of scrimmage, but it was going forward, and the defender actually knocked the ball to go backwards, so it's going to remain an incomplete pass.
And so it's 3rd and 4 at the 32. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 running back. And Wolf will keep it around the left side, going for the first down, and he looks like he got it at the 37-yard line. Needed 4, got 5. And a First Supply first down. 4:07 remaining in the first quarter. And now we're all happy because everything appears to work. 1st and 10. Lancaster 38-yard line. 2 receivers to the left.
We're gonna have offsides in Platteville.
Lining up offside.
Yep.
Which is another Pink's Automotive penalty. We've already had, I think that's the 4th penalty in the game so far, correct?
I got 3. 2 offside penalties against Platteville and 1 offside for Lancaster.
So all the penalties have been offsides. Interesting. 1st and 5 at the Lancaster 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 running back. Wolf out of the pistol, rolls to the right, throws to the right, pass caught by Plussel, and Plussel down inside the 45-yard line to the 43, and a First Supply first down. First down, 10 yards to go. We are brought to you by Wolf L&G Farms of Lancaster. They would like to wish all the Lancaster Flying Arrows good luck and success this season. Our first downs, just like that one, presented by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. 1st and 10, actually spot at the 44-yard line, and a run up the middle and down to about the 40 for a gain of about 2 yards.
He's going to pick up
3.
5.
No, it's down to the 38. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Lights just taking hold as the sun sets. Did not see the quality of the sunset, so can't comment on that. Keeper for Wolf, and Wolf gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. So no gain for him. And it will be 3rd down and 5 yards to go. Touchdowns, we've already had 2 of them. Brought to you by Northland Buildings. For quality Northland building, built tough for the Northland. Contact Joe Wright, your local expert in quality Northland post-frame buildings. And it's 3rd down, 5 yards to go for Lancaster at the Platteville 38-yard line. 1 receiver out to the right, 2 to the left. High snap and a run to the left side. And that's going to gain just a yard down to the 37-yard line. And now you were saying before, Scott, since it is 4th and 4, so go for it or not?
Well, they're inside Platteville's 40. I've always felt early in the game it's the push punt it, because it's harder to go 90 yards for a touchdown than it is 60.
Well, 4th and 4 at the Platteville 37, and now whistles. And it looks like Lancaster called, Platteville called a timeout there first. with 2:01 remaining in the first quarter. And our scrapper of the game at the end of the game is brought to you by West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste to West End Salvage in Lancaster. We're also brought to you by Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Brady Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Schneidl's Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. Speaking of Bloomington, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque powers our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. And Astria delivers better fiber internet in Platteville. Visit AstriaConnect.com for home and business internet options for every need and budget. 4th and 4 for Lancaster from the Platteville 37. 2:01 left first quarter. 7-6 Hillman.
I would fake the run, pop pass to the tight end in the middle. That's open.
And it's a run.
I think he's going to be short. He's going to be short by about a half a yard.
And that is what Platteville is acting like. And they're all hyped because they got their first big defensive stop.
Yep.
And they will take over at their 35-yard line, leading 7-6 with 1:55 remaining in the first quarter. Mound City Bank's Total Line of Credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. The difference in extra point, like they did last year, Lancaster went for 2, and like they did too often last year when they played Platteville, they didn't get it, and Platteville's extra point is the difference as the Hillman leads 7-6, but it's very early.
Good field position to start. They're on their own 35.
And rolling out is Pink. Throws high for Blevins, incomplete. Try to make a one-handed catch, but he would have to be a lot taller to do that. Second down, 10 yards to go. Back at the 35-yard line. Grand Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Great Regional Health Center, experience the difference. 2nd and 10, Platteville 35-yard line, moving right to left in quarter number 1, what remains of it. Sass bounces off the middle, goes right, and goes backwards. Although they may give him the line of scrimmage on forward progress, but it's going to be 3rd and 10. He went up the middle, didn't see anything there, tried to go outside to the right, and there wasn't anything there either.
No, he should have just kept going up the middle.
So it's 3rd and 10, Platteville 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the left.
Offsides on Lancaster.
You think the defense is a little hyper for both teams?
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw 4 offside penalties in a quarter? And 2 each. So Platteville will now have a more makeable 3rd and 5 with 1:17 left in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left. 1 and a wingback to the right side. High snap, and Pink is going to keep it and runs to the right and slides, and I think that may have prevented him from getting the first down.
I think he's going to be a yard short.
That's at the 40. But he needed to get a little bit more than that, so it's 4th down.
Oh, they're going to measure. They gave him a good spot. I still think he's going to be short.
We are brought to you, by the way, by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscoville. Always on call, always the right call. H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. We're also brought to you by Russell Law Offices, here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. Well, what do you do now?
Hell, they They got less than a football to make the first down. I'd go under center and just let the quarterback sneak it.
Clock running, 45 seconds left, first quarter.
Now they're in the pistol and they hand off.
And Sass is not going to get
make
there.
it. Nope, he's going to lose 3 yards. I've been against when it's that short of yardage, go under center.
Unless, of course, you don't ever go under center, which is kind of Platteville's thing. So Lancaster with tremendous field position at the 43 of Platteville with 37.9 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, but as a former coach, you practice those things because you get in a situation like that. You gotta make it. I mean, look at last week with the Badgers. A couple of times they went with the long distance. You're already 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage when you only need a half a yard.
First down, 10 yards to go for Lancaster at the Platteville 43-yard line. And Wolf will throw over the middle, got a receiver down there, and it is a touchdown. And that was Dane Kaufman, I believe. And again, Lancaster goes deep and scores with 30.6 seconds left in the first quarter. A Northland Buildings touchdown. And so it is 12-7. And the swinging gate with all the linemen lined up. They're going to go for it, go for two, and it's a pass attempt that is incomplete. They had 5 linemen lined up on the left side. Everybody else was to the right. They ended up throwing to the left, but the pass was incomplete. And so it is Lancaster 12, Platteville 7 on a 43-yard touchdown pass to Dane Kaufman with 30.6 seconds left in the first quarter. But the point and flush extra point does not go. And so it's 12-7. And we are brought to you by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected things or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. We're also brought to you by Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Well, we'll throw this in, too. And you'll like this, Scott. Our Papa Murphy's Mascot Challenge is on. It is your chance to vote for your favorite Southwest Wisconsin high school mascots, past and present. Check out the full 46 mascot bracket and voting ballot on our Cleveland Radio websites, WGLR.com, SuperHits106.com, X1071.com, and AM1590WPVL.com. Under the Contests tab, the winning mascot earns its Associated 2024 school 10 family-sized pizzas courtesy of Papa Murphy's, Platteville, and Prairie du Chien. And there are, on that list, there's obviously the current ones, but there are some interesting old ones. Short kickoff, and it's caught by one of the upbacks at the 37-yard line, so Platteville will have pretty good field position.
Caden Charles fielded that and caught it in the air and took it, ended up going down to the ground. Good hands for a lineman.
That's kind of the lineman's dream, right?
Yep.
So Platteville takes over at the 38, first and 10. 12-7 Lancaster on 2 Nolan Wolf touchdown passes. First and 10 at the 38. Receiver out to the left side, 2 to the right, plus a wingback. And it is a fake run to Sass and a throw over the middle, and Ludlum makes the catch. Or did he hang on to it?
He hung on to it.
And that will be a first down.
One official's giving him more yards than the other one.
First supply first down, just shy of midfield. 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
11-yard pickup.
And it is a fake run again and a swing pass. And going out of bounds across the 45 down to the 43 is Dron Blevins. And that does not end quarter number one because he got out of bounds. 7.5 seconds left in the first quarter. So it'll be second down. Second down and 9 yards to go. Really?
8.
Second and 8. That wasn't my question, but yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. That really. So it's a 2-yard gain, second and 8. And this is Sass up the middle, and he gets only to the 46-yard line. And that is where Platteville will have the ball at the Lancaster 46 when we return for quarter number 2. After a quarter, Lancaster 12, Platteville 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 5.
Farming is risky business. Protecting your business means managing risk. That's where Tricor Insurance comes in.
When we're working with our clients or our future clients, it's really important that we understand the business that they're in. Our role is to help make these businesses more successful.
Tricor Insurance works with Grinnell Mutual to design insurance packages built uniquely for you and your farm or agribusiness. Tricor Insurance and Grinnell Mutual are ready to work for you.
Eating well and socializing are two key factors in remaining healthy, active, and independent in later years. The ADRC senior dining sites in Grant County give older adults a chance to socialize while enjoying a nutritious meal with others in a group setting, all for a suggested donation of $4. Donations are confidential and no eligible person will be denied a meal due to their inability to contribute. Volunteers are urgently needed in Muscadet and Montford in order to reopen the senior dining sites. To learn more about dining sites or volunteering, please call the ADRC office at 608-723-6113.
In Game 5.
12-7, Lancaster leads Platteville as we start quarter number 2. Platteville moving left to right. Already been a game of big plays, 2 touchdown passes for Nolan Wolf, and a 4th down fake punt for a first down, and then a long pass that set up Platteville's touchdown, Tyler Sass from 2 yards. In the rivalry that started in 1902, Platteville's win last year, 47-46, ended a winning streak for Lancaster dating back to 2017. Around the right side, tries to go Sass, but he's able to get to the 45, and that's it. And it'll be third down.
No gain.
That'll be
Yep, fourth down.
Fourth down.
I think it looks like they're going to go for it again.
At the Lancaster 45-yard line, fourth down, 6 yards to go. And Pink will go back to pass, throws to the right side, and that is incomplete.
Gives good field position for Lancaster again.
Logan Day was the intended receiver, but unable to hang on, and so Lancaster takes over at their 45-yard line. 37 seconds into quarter number 2, with the Arrows leading 12-7. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. First and 10 from the Lancaster 45. Arrows in all black tonight. And they are moving right to left in quarter number 2. Wolf in the pistol has one running back to his right, and it's an option pitch to Vincent around the right side. Vincent to the 50, Vincent to the 45, and out of bounds. And that may be a first down, although he may be a little short. To the 46. But the sticks do not move. Second down and a yard to go. From the 46. Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery. Reliable 24-hour roadside service and long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at guystruck.com. On second and 1, Wolf around the left side gets the first down and is pulled down at the 44-yard line. And Lucas Ludlam made the stop there, but it is a first supply first down.
Well, 2-yard gain on that.
Thought he'd get more, but Ludlam was able to contain to make it just a 2-yard gain, but it is, again, a first down. At the Platteville 44-yard line, receivers out to the left on the near side hash mark. High snap, swing pass to the right side, and to the 40, 35, and that'll be another first down to the 32 or 3-yard line. 12 yards and a first down on the pass from Wolf. Actually spotted at about the 31-yard line that made it a 13-yard pass completion. One receiver to the left side, through to the right, or to the right actually, with 2 running backs in the pistol, and a run up the middle, and Platteville's defense pushes that back after a gain down to the 29-yard line. Second down. Second down and 8 yards to go. At the 29, again, a receiver out to the left side and a wingback also to the left side. 2 receivers, Wolf at quarterback with Vinson behind him. And it is Vinson up the middle and down to about the 25-yard line.
Pick up about 3.
Which will make it third down and about 4 yards to go. 2 receivers this time to the left side, 2 to the right. And Wolf with a running back to his left. High snap. And a keeper for Wolf, and Wolf is able to fall forward all the way down the 20-yard line. And that should be enough for a first supply first down. If they spotted it at the 20, and looks like they did. So they are now in the Bytech green zone, a Greater Way Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. 8:16 and the clock running in the first half. And Lancaster leading Platteville 12-7. And again, 1 running back. Receiver out to the right side. High snap, and Wolf is able to get it, and then passes complete to Vinson. And Vinson gets a first down.
Well, 11 yards, way it looks.
And that play almost didn't start because of the high snap, but he got it out to Vinson. And that's down to the 9-yard line.
Yep. I want to bring it back a little bit. 9-yard gain. Almost 10, so it's a short half a yard to make.
Second down and 18 inches to the first down. And a run up the middle. And I think that was Vinson, and that will be a first down to the 7-yard line.
Number 6, that was Peyton Hale.
Peyton Hale.
Picks up the first down for Lancaster.
So it's first and goal with 7:08 remaining in the first half. Platteville try to add to its 12-7 lead. Receiver out to the right side. 2 stacked to the left. And a run around the left side. And trying to get to the end zone and getting there is Peyton Hale.
He gets in, but there's going to be a penalty against Lancaster, and it looks like it's going to be a hold, so they're going to end up bringing this one back.
Which will make it first and goal from the 16.
Oh.
Or what?
They're calling a face mask on Platteville. So it is a touchdown.
6:52 remaining in the first half. And so Lancaster extends its lead to 18-7.
where they threw that flag was right in the line area amongst the linemen. And
9 plays, 55 yards, 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Another swinging gate, and now they will kick an extra point, it appears, as they slide the lineman back. Wolf for the extra point. Snap, spot, kick.
Good.
And it's good. Point and flush extra point. Makes it 19-7. Lancaster leading Platteville with 6:52 remaining in the first half. It was 9 plays, 55 yards, and 4 minutes and 41 seconds for the Arrows to extend their lead. We're brought to you by Timmerman's Talents in Platteville. Call Todd Timmerman to find out how you can save him by going green with solar solutions. Timmerman's Talents of Platteville and Timmerman's Talents LLC.com. Culver's of Platteville, welcome to Delicious. Try their made-to-order butter burgers and fresh frozen custard. Dine in, drive through, or order through the app and take your food to go. Culver's of Platteville, proud to serve the community for over 28 years. Our extra points brought to you by Point and Flush Sportsman's Club. Their guided upland bird and waterfowl hunts with friends and family will create memories that'll last forever. Take your best shot with Point and Flush Sportsman's Club in Potosi. You know, they have hunting dogs too.
Yeah.
Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Here's the kickoff by Wolf. And that will be returned up the far side. And a good return here up around the 40-yard line.
Short kick, and the second roll lineman or receiver got it. Williams. He's going to return it. Let's see, 10. About 39 yards. Nice return.
So Platteville at the 40, 1st and 10. They've been taking chances tonight, actually at the 42-yard line. They've been taking chances tonight. 2 of them have worked out. Others have not. 3 receivers to the right. And 2 receivers to the left. Pink all alone in the backfield, back to pass, and throws it down the middle, and that is incomplete. Going deep to Ludlam, it looked like he stumbled there, and the pass was overthrown, incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're brought to you by Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware, Hank, and Napa dealers. See Rob Krantz and the crew at Krantz's Auto Parts for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts in Fenimore. And it's 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the Platteville 42-yard line. That is Ryder going in motion, and that is a pitch to him, or maybe a sass, and he goes outside. No, it was Ryder, and he gains a yard to the 43, and it's 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Billy's Diner in Dickeyville, where everything is homemade, open 7 days a week, 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Check out their menu and daily specials on Facebook. We're also brought to you by Bitech Resource Management, a Greater Way Bitech Resource Management of Monroe, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont Prairie to Sheena at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. The ball is spotted at the 44. So it's 3rd down. Well, it was 3rd down and 8, but apparently there was a penalty, which I did not see.
Neither did I. Would say it's probably a personal foul.
And so the Pinks Automotive penalty gives Platteville a 1st down, and now whistles. And now it's Lancaster calling timeout, their first, with 6:32 remaining in the first half, and a 19-7 lead for Lancaster over Platteville. DeVere Enterprises in Lancaster specializes in landscaping services, including retaining walls, lawn seeding, tree planting, curb edging, and more. For your home or business, check out DeVere Enterprises on Facebook. Les Mack Chevy and Les Mack Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram and Les Mack Ford Highway 61 North in Lancaster. Custom order your new vehicle today from Les Mack, where you always get more from less. Also, Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and at sloans.com. And Bouse Electric, call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric Lancaster at Fenimore. After the penalty, Platteville gets the ball at the Lancaster 43, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 to the left, and Pink again under center all by himself in the backfield. Throws it deep down the left side. And the pass is caught by Ryder. And Ryder has a first down inside the 5.
It's like down to the 4. So about
39 yards. And another First Supply first down that puts Platteville in the Bitech Green Zone, a Greener Way Bitech Resource Management of Monroe. 19-7, but Platteville threatening to give a fake around to the running back. And a throw to Seth Wilson, for the Northland Buildings touchdown on the left side of the end zone. And so the touchdown, with 6:20 remaining in the first half, makes it a 19-13 game. Tyler Sass trying the point and flush Sportsman's Club extra point. Ludlam is the holder. Opgenorth the snapper. And the extra point is up and good. Well, obviously, Platteville needed that after going down 2 scores. Lancaster 19, Platteville 14, with 6:20 left in the first half. That was a fast scoring drive. Did that actually take 25 seconds? Is that right? Clock says 6:20, right?
6:20, yeah. It was less than a minute. I mean, start with the good return.
Yep. And then a 58-yard scoring drive in 6 plays. And, of course, that personal foul on Lancaster really helped out Platteville.
Yeah, it bailed them out. A third down.
WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and WCC-Brands.com bring you tonight's game. Also, Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles. Get the smile you want and the help you deserve. Learn more at LANCDENT.com.
Oh, it's going to go out of bounds the way it looks. Yep.
And so Lancaster will get the football at the 35. It's like the fastest 6-play, 25-yard drive I've ever seen. Or 6-play, 42-yard, 58 or whatever it was, yard drive I've ever seen.
15-yard on the penalty, 39, 38 yards on the pass.
Yep.
And they ran it just about to the midfield on the kick return. So, well, let's see what Lancaster, can they come answer right back?
6:20 remaining, first half. And Lancaster football at their 35. 2 running backs on either side and behind Wolf. So it kind of looks like a wishbone without the quarterback keeper. And then an option pitch to Vincent around the right side. An option, he runs out of bounds. But a good gain for him to the 42-yard line. 7 yards. Second down, 3 yards to go coming up. We are brought to you also by Subs.com. Fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit them in Fenimore, Dubuque, and Platteville, and at Subs.com. And a swing pass to the left side ends up losing yards. Dane Kaufman. And that's back to the 39.
Yeah, he's going to lose 3 yards on that.
Third down, 10 yards, or third down, 6 yards to go from the 39. 5:45 remaining, first half. Big moment here, 3rd and 6 from the Lancaster 39. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 running back. And it's Wolf keeping it, throws left into traffic, and the pass is incomplete. Kaufman was the intended receiver. And so it would appear a punt coming up for Lancaster on 4th and 6. Quentin Plessel back to punt. If it should be Myron Ryder back for Platteville.
Platteville, yep.
Here's the snap. And the left-footed kick. High grab by Ryder at the 40. Changes his direction from the 30, actually. Now gets to the 40-yard line. Now to the 45 and out of bounds near midfield. And there were 2 Lancaster player and a football player who were nowhere near it. They're kind of scuffling at midfield. Nothing got called. And so a good punt return for Ryder. Up to about the 48.5-yard line. With 5:13 remaining in the first half.
Now the Platteville kid was just laying there. He wasn't holding them or anything. And the Lancaster guy wasn't trying to get out. So
1st and 10 from the Platteville 48. Just usual friendly neighborhood, thing. High snap, dropped by Pink, and he has to go sit on it back at the 36. 12-yard loss. And that makes it 2nd and 22 right there. Our penalties brought to you by Pink's Automotive in Lancaster and Good News Garage in Platteville. They have the certified technicians, equipment, and experience to keep your vehicle in top running condition. 2nd down, 22, back at the Platteville 36 after the fumble. High snap and a pass over the middle. Pass is caught in traffic down the left sideline. And he has 1 man to beat, and he gets pulled down from behind. But it is a 1st down to the 27 of Lancaster. And who did make that catch over there?
It was a handoff.
Tyler Sass then.
Sass got it, and he picked up 38 yards.
So that bails them out of the fumble. 1st and 10 at the Lancaster 27. This is a keeper for Pink up the middle, and he gets positive yardage down to the 21-yard line. That was better than his official last rushing attempt, which was obviously the fumble recovery. Just outside the Bitech green zone. 2nd down and 4 from the Lancaster 27. Pink to pass. Pink under pressure. Pink goes to the left and is thrown down out of bounds, and I think that's a flag.
Yeah, they're going to get him for, they're probably going to get him for what they call a horse collar. But either way, it's going to be
personal foul.
Personal foul, either a late hit or horse collar.
Which will be added to the run to the end of the play. And give Platteville a first down in the Bitech green zone. I think he ended up gaining a yard down to the 20, and then they will go half the distance to the 10. And make it 1st and goal from the 10. 19-14 Lancaster. Just under 4 minutes in the first half. Rolling to the left is Pink on 1st down. Now throws to the right side, and the pass is caught. And into the end zone for a touchdown is Seth Wilson. Pink ran to the left, threw to the right, and the touchdown gives Platteville the lead with 3:52 left in the first half. Northland Buildings touchdown. And that ends up being a 5-play, 52-yard drive, again with the penalties, or penalty in this case, And Tyler Sass's extra point makes it Platteville 21, Lancaster 19.
You start with decent field position, then a nice run. About a 40-yard run by Sass. Personal foul, and they put him down to the 10-yard line, and a nice reverse throw for the touchdown.
You have to have some arm strength to be able to do that, too, when you're going left and then throwing across the field to the right.
Yes. And that's usually a dangerous pass, too.
So Platteville it wasn't really the case in this instance. They've taken some chances and they've backfired on them, but they're now moving the football, which they were not able to do last week, and they now lead 21-19. Lancaster has 3:52 and one timeout left in the first half. Here's Tyler Sass's kickoff.
It's going to go out of bounds again.
And so Lancaster will take over at their 35 again. Well, we're brought to you by People's State Bank. For personal, home, business, and ag loans, visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. And Donnie's Tire and Auto. Call the only hooker in town for 24-hour towing service at 568-3014. 568-3014, your home for excellent car care is Donnie's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville. 3:52 left, first half. And Lancaster back to work, trailing 21-19. Two receivers to the left. And a late pitcher on the right side. And that goes to the 39-yard line. A 4-yard gain. Who was that?
Vincent.
It's Maji Vincent. Although there is apparently, did I hear correctly, a flag?
I think they got a flag. Not quite sure if they got a face mask or a hold. Now they're going to call a hold on Lancaster.
So never mind the gain. They'll take it back to the 25, first down, 20 yards to go. Platteville, by the way, does have 2 timeouts left if they can get a stop here and maybe use them. By the way, catch the Papa Murphys of Platteville and Prairie du Chien High School Football Roundup. Our team recaps and previews the games in our area. Catch the Teams of the Week, Players of the Week, and Steve's High Five. Episodes drop every Thursday during the season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube and SoundCloud channels. First and 20 at the Lancaster 25. 2 receivers and a wingback to the left side. And Wolf goes left, throws left, and it's dropped incomplete. Vincent, the intended receiver. That was a pass. And it's second down from the 20. 5. So, what'd you think of the Steve's High Five this week? Did it meet your approval, or are you going to pull a Rob Spangler and rip it to shreds?
I'm going to have to be honest. I wasn't on.
What, were you busy this week or something?
Yes, I've been so busy. No, this has been a bad week for me. So.
Second and 20, back at the 25. Well, maybe we'll tell her what it is at the half, and you can react thereupon. 2 receivers to the left, swing pass to the right, and the pass is caught and a first down.
No. He's going to be short about 5 yards yet. He's going to pick up about 15 on it.
Well, that's right.
Because they
did need to get 15. That's right. 15-yard gain. Up near the 40-yard line. 3:32 left in the first half. It'll be third down, 5 yards to go from the 40. 2 receivers stacked to the left. High snap. And Wolf keeps it. And the pile will not cooperate. He will not get the first down. He gets to the 42. But needed the 45. Okay, what do you do?
Punt.
3:11 left in the first half.
You're inside your own. You're right at your own 40. That is really a short field.
I think the fans would like the Arrows to go for it. All the coaches in the stands, you know.
Yeah, well, looks like they're going to go for it.
Or at least look
maybe
like.
Maybe try and draw them off sides.
4th down and about 4 yards to go. High snap. Wolf throws left side. Pass is caught to Vincent, and it's a first down.
At first he didn't have it.
And so the first supply first down up to the 49-yard line.
When he first got the ball, they had a defender there, and he was able to break loose of the tackle. Otherwise, he would have been short. Instead, he picks up 7.
21-19 Platteville. 2:17 remaining first half. High snap again, but running around the right side is Vincent. Gets a first down, and maybe the whole thing to the 20, and then pulled down from behind. But it will be a first supply first down inside the 15 and in the Tech green zone.
43 yards. Number 3.
Down to the 12-yard line, 37 yards. If my math is right, and that's always a question. I get to figure it out later anyway. So 1st and 10 for Lancaster in the Tech green zone. Run up the middle and came down to about the 9-yard line. Was that Vincent or was that Hale?
That was Hale.
3 yards. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. 1:32 left in the first half. And we'll be on the far side hash mark. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Hale is the running back next to Wolf. And Hale gets it and runs right in the middle of the Platteville defense and may have lost a yard. Or gained just a yard down to the 8.
At 72-4.
3rd down and 6 yards to go from the 8. Clock running, 47 seconds left. Again, Lancaster has 1 timeout left. And they might be in field goal range, and they're going to call it.
Timeout, Arrows.
So Lancaster calls its final timeout of the first half.
I don't know, I might have ran 3rd down play. If you didn't get the first down, then call timeout for your 4th down. If they don't get it here, they don't have a lot of time to set anything up.
Which means it would probably, you'd be looking for a pass here, I suppose.
Yep.
Clare Bank, with their 8 locations, convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Clare Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Rural Mutual agents, John Ragetz and Deneen Dow with Ragetz and Dow Insurance Group, tackle all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. And Bumper to Bumper in Lancaster. Basketball and Muscadet making hydraulic hoses and donating 25 cents from each Wix filter purchase to the local FFA. Find your parts on their website or Facebook or stop in. 21-19, Platteville leads Lancaster, 40.2 seconds left. 3rd down and 6 from the 8-yard line. Wolf under center briefly and then comes back. He's got a running back, Hale, behind him. And it's going to be Hale up the middle and still fighting, but will not get the first down. And they don't have any timeouts left. Now that they've used their last one, and it's going to be 4th down. But how far?
Looks like about long 2.
And they will go for it. Not go for the field goal. Hale is again the running back. Next to Wolf, and now whistles and did it. Platteville calls a timeout.
This gives Lancaster a little life right here. They can kind of pull things together.
It's fourth down?
Fourth down.
Scoreboard says third down, but the down marker says 4.
Yeah, it's fourth down 2.
They need to they're at the 4-yard line.
And even if they got the first down, that ball's going to be, the clock's going to start going right away. They might not have got another playoff.
But Platteville called the second timeout. Interesting. 9.4 seconds left in the first half. 21-19 Platteville. In a game full of big plays and costly defensive penalties in Lancaster's case. So now they're going to, they'll go for it.
Now they're going to kick a field goal.
Now they're going to kick a field goal. This will be a field goal of 23 yards, a little bit more than an extra point. Wolf, snap, spot, kick, and it is up and good. And so the clock didn't start. The clock is still at 4.9 seconds. Okay, clock did start. So the 23-yard field goal by Nolan Wolf. And by the way, our field goals in this game are presented by Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer. Sloan Implement helping you reach your field goals with new and used equipment along with parts and service. See Sloan Implement in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. If we have a quarterback sack, it'll be a subs.com sack. And if we have a turnover, it will be a Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles turnover. 4.9 seconds left in the first half. That was a scoring drive that went from the 25 to the 4, so 71 yards. And 11 plays. And that took 3 minutes and 37 seconds. And here's the kickoff. Dropped in the backfield. And then picked up. This is Ryder coming. And Ryder going down at the 15-yard line. And that ends the first half.
I'm going to say 3 out of the 5 officials saw that holding call. All threw their flags.
Yeah, I guess that. And it doesn't matter because time has run out.
Yep.
And so our score after a very entertaining first half, Lancaster 20, Lancaster, my math skills need work. Lancaster 22, Platteville 21. And we'll be back with the Peterson Agency halftime report after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
Looking for a hassle-free banking experience this summer? Look no further than People State Bank. With our mobile check deposit feature, you can bank on the go from anywhere under the sun. Deposit checks using the People State Bank app and your smartphone's camera. Simply endorse the check with your signature, the words "for mobile deposit only," and your account number. Deposit done in seconds, leaving you with more time to enjoy the sunshine. Experience the freedom of banking at your fingertips with People State Bank. Download our app today and make this summer one to remember. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Tune in to the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf weekday mornings from 5 to 6 a.m. Bob Mittendorf is the premier agriculture voice in the tri-state area, and he's teamed up with Southwest Tech to give you the latest agricultural news, markets, and a whole lot more. So don't miss the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf right here on 97.7 Country and WGLR.com. Southwest Tech, this is where you belong.
Hi, I'm Brady Vondra, your local Beck's dealer. At Beck's, we are dedicated to supplying farmers with the right products for the right field, regardless of the trait or source company. With our own line of elite germplasm and unique relationships with genetic suppliers worldwide, we provide farmers with the best seed products. The choices at Beck's gives our customers a competitive advantage, providing the genetic diversity and trait protection they need, all from one company. For more information, call me, Brady Vondra, at 608-778-8795.
At Fleet Farm, we know every opening day doesn't begin and end with us. But if it did, we've got you covered. Everyday hunting gear from Winchester, Remington, and Bear. Everyday fishing gear from Daiwa, St. Croix, and Rapala. Everyday yard cleanup from Scott's, Fiskars, and AgriFab. Whatever makes your day, we're right there with you. At Fleet Farm, we've got everything you need for everyday life.
The Queen Bee Radio Sports Getaway Giveaway's back. We're giving you a chance to see college rivals Minnesota at Wisconsin on Black Friday and pro rivals Green Bay versus Chicago in January. To win, sign up at I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover and Fireball Lanes in Lancaster. Random qualifiers get invited to our sports getaway parties at Fireball Lanes November 16th and I Don't Care Pub and Grub on November 17th. It's the Queen Bee Radio Sports Getaway Giveaway from the only station that puts fans in the stands.
Looking to refresh your home with a pop of color? Hermson's Ace Hardware in Platteville has got you covered. Discover the stunning Magnolia Home Collection by Joanna Gaines, along with trusted lines like Clark & Kensington and Benjamin Moore. Whether you're tackling a weekend project or a full home makeover, we have the perfect paint for you. And now we're open until 6 p.m. on weekdays, 8 to 5 on Saturdays, and 9 to 4 on Sundays to better serve your schedule. For expert advice and the best paint brands in town, come to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Platteville.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football, Friday night football, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont on 97.7 Country WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, the Lancaster High School band playing. That's one cool thing about this rivalry. There's always bands here.
Yep.
Whenever they play in Platteville or in Lancaster. Time for the Peterson Agency halftime report presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Brian Peterson specializes in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. And it has been a very entertaining football game. Lancaster leading Platteville 22-21 after the first half. Lancaster got the football first, went 81 yards in 9 plays in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Touchdown pass of 45 yards from Nolan Wolf to Quentin Plessel. They went for 2, didn't get it, and they made it 6-0 Lancaster with 8:35 remaining in the first half. And then Platteville responded with an 11-play, 70-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 26 seconds. It included a fake punt run for a first down by Tyler Sass. And then it included a 36-yard pass from TJ Pink to Lucas Ludlam, and then Tyler Sass with a 2-yard run, and then the extra point made it 7-6. Platteville with 5:03 remaining in the first quarter. And then Lancaster ended up with I just have to figure this out. Just a second here. Oh yes. Okay, so that was a Lancaster took over after holding Platteville on downs. Platteville went for it on 4th and inches at their own 45, didn't get it. That put Lancaster with Platteville 45, and that time it was Wolf to Dane Kaufman for 45 and a touchdown, or 43 and a touchdown. The 2-point run again failed. Pass was incomplete. 12-7 Lancaster with 30.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Hillman again went for it on 4th down from the Lancaster 45 and didn't get it. That started Lancaster's 55-yard, 9-play scoring drive that took 4 minutes and 41 seconds and ended up with a Peyton Hale 6-yard touchdown run, extra point. The point and flush extra point made it 19-7 with 6:52 left in the first half. Then Lancaster took the ball 58 yards in 6 plays, including a 39-yard pass completion to Jerron Blevins down to the 4-yard line, and then Pink and Blevins again for the touchdown. Extra point made it 19-14 Lancaster with 6:20 left in the first half. 3 and out. Platteville got the ball at their 48 with 52 yards in just 5 plays, and a real short drive, like 21 seconds, I think, which a minute and 21. That was the drive before. And that ended up a 12-yard completion, and then an 11-yard pass for a first down, and then again, Jerron Blevins, Seth Wilson got the touchdown, and I think Wilson actually got the touchdown before, and he did. So Seth Wilson, his second touchdown catch from 10 yards out. 21-19 Lancaster with Platteville with 3:52 left in the first half. The Arrows then took the ball from their 35 down to the 4. Basically ran out the first half, got a 24-yard field goal from Nolan Wolf to make it 22-21 Lancaster at the half. Very entertaining first half.
Yes, it was. It was back and forth, and both teams gave each other good field positions, and they capitalized on it. I still want to say Platteville shouldn't have called that timeout again, because it allowed Lancaster to regroup in that 4th down. With no timeouts, even if Lancaster got the first down, it would have been tough to get another play off with what time was left. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half, because there have been no turnovers in this game. So it's kind of been good field position and costly penalties.
Yeah, the defensive penalties. Yeah, definitely. You have some stats there?
I got to add up the rushing yet for Lancaster.
Well, while you do that, I will run through the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Well, for those who thought River Valley could maybe pull off the upset in Prairie, well, not so much. 49-0 Prairie Machine at the half. Also, Mineral Point leading Belleville 21-7 on a blocked field goal. And let's see, what else do we have? Ithaca leading Cashton at the half, 35-0. River Ridge leading Riverdale, 58 seconds left first half. Cuba City over Southwestern East Dubuque, 21-0. 8:33 left first half. That is on Super Hits 106 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And I believe that's what we have on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest.
Okay, quick stats here for Lancaster. Passing, 10 complete, 13 out of 13 attempts, no interceptions, 165 yards. Rushing, 21 attempts for 116 yards, 10 first downs, 4 penalties for 35 yards, no turnovers. For Platteville, quickly here, passing, 8 complete, 12 attempts, 0 interceptions for 110 yards. Rushing, 15 attempts for 56 yards. That one bad snap cost them 15 yards, so they would have had more yardage there. first down 7, penalties 4 for 40, and no turnovers for them. So realistically, when you're looking at it, one bad play from Platteville cost them 15 yards, but the stats really don't indicate. It really indicates a close game.
Right. All right, it is time now for the halftime fix presented by Millie's Diner in Dickeyville. Stop in and see what they are fixing for you. Well, Lancaster's in front. What do you think the Arrows need to do in the second half?
Well, I think they've been doing what I figured they would do by ball control. Controlling the clock, keeping the ball for a long period of time by just getting 4 or 5 yards on a down. Because Platteville seems to be a quick hitter, so if Lancaster themselves got to control the ball and control the clock, and if I look at Platteville, they gotta stop Lancaster and make them punt the ball a few more times, and they themselves have to come back a little bit. When you look at what Lancaster did, a couple costly penalties kept Platteville drives going, and they capitalized on it. So Platteville just got to play cleaner.
All right, 22-21. Lancaster leads Platteville at the half as the youth football players run onto the field. We'll be back with more from Lancaster after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 6.
Grant Regional Health Center is proud to now offer EEG services locally. An EEG is a crucial diagnostic tool and is a first step in treating neurological conditions including epilepsy, strokes, seizures, and headaches, to name a few. With this new addition, Grant Regional can enhance collaboration between local and regional specialists and your primary care physician, all to provide comprehensive, coordinated care for you. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
There's an issue cutting through the bipartisan bickering in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
In Game 6.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football, Friday night football, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR, 22-21. Lancaster leads Platteville at the half. Well, because you asked, here's Steve's high five for the week. Number 1, of course, Potosi Cassville. They're the area's only unbeaten team that fast. And I have Prairie du Chien second, Blackhawk Warren third, Darlington fourth, Cuba City fifth. Don't sit there and cringe. Say something.
I agree with the teams, but I don't necessarily agree with your order.
Okay.
Potosi, Cassville, they're strong, they're good. But I really do think Prairie probably would be number 1 in my book, just by the competition they played already.
Well, they've got that. You're right, because their only loss was a 2-point loss to La Crosse Aquinas to start the season. Yeah.
Yep. And then I probably would take Potosi. I mean, they're undefeated. They're doing well. But then I would probably take Darlington. Darlington's only loss came to Prairie.
Right.
And Darlington is, you really didn't think they would come back and reload, but I think they're a lot tougher this year than they were last year. That's just my opinion, but they look pretty tough so far.
Well, from what it appears, Darlington, the only way a team might beat Darlington is if Darlington beats itself. That Lancaster, or the loss to Prairie du Chien, they committed several turnovers, and Platteville Prairie was able to take advantage of it.
Yep. And Cuba City, I think Cuba City's right in there. What was your other team that you said? Blackhawk.
Right.
I would say, yeah, Blackhawk. I would give them a couple votes right now. We'll see how the season shapes out.
That is always the case, of course. Oh, by the way, we've got more football tomorrow.
Yep.
Wazeeka Steuben Seneca and Pecatonica Argyle, 1:30 start from McKellar Park in Blanchardville on 97.7 Country WGLR. You're familiar with that place.
Oh, yeah.
Are you?
A lot of nightmares in that place.
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting because it's going to be a battle of one of the newer co-ops in the area and one of the oldest co-ops in the area.
Yep.
Because Peck Argyle goes back to the 1980s,
Yeah,
I believe.
I want to say they started co-oping right around 93, 92, because they weren't still a co-op when I first came to Belmont.
Okay, well.
Because we did play Argyle singly when I was first there.
Okay. Let me guess, the team in black and orange won that game?
In black and orange, yep. The Orioles. They, 'cause I came to Belmont in '89. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week. One that I helped jump in because I wasn't scheduled to do a game this week, and the games earlier that I haven't done any radio. I've been doing the clock for Dodgeville because Dodgeville had their first 4 games at home. Just the
4 games at home in a row?
Yeah, because New Glarus wasn't sure if they were going to get the field done. So they moved that game right away. So I ended up, instead of playing at New Glarus, they played at Dodgeville. So I've been doing the clock there, but, you know, so I filled in. But this week has been kind of rough on me.
Well, did you have upwards of 120 people booing you?
No, but...
Because that was how my week went.
I had a combine. I work as a deputy sheriff, and I do bailiffing for Lafayette County now that I'm retired. And combine took out my back end of my truck.
Ooh.
So now I need a new tailgate, fender, bumper. Oh.
Well, I got a couple places you could go.
No, it's only a 3-month-old truck.
Oh, geez, that's terrible.
So
that's not warranty work either.
No. Then I went to the dentist. She told me, well, I got a tooth that needs to have a root canal.
That's always happy news.
Oh, that's great. I said, why don't you just pull it? And she said, nope, it's still too healthy.
No. The moon is starting to go up.
Yeah.
Almost full. Over across the way. So maybe your week was because of the full moon. Maybe that's the answer.
I don't know. But then I'm supposed to be a part-timer as a bailiff, and I still put in almost 40 hours this week.
Well, yeah, there you go. Well, we're brought to you by Clare Bank with our 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Clare Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Rural Mutual agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dow with Ragetz & Dow Insurance Group tackle all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Bumper to Bumper in Lancaster. Boscoville and Muscadet making hydraulic hoses and donating 25 cents from each Wix filter purchase to the local FFA. Find your parts on their website or Facebook or stop in. Our game today also brought to you by Wolf LNG Farms in Lancaster. They'd like to wish all the Lancaster Flying Arrows good luck and success this season. First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Northland Buildings, for a quality Northland building built up for the Northland. Contact Joe Ryder, your local expert in quality Northland post-frame buildings. And West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste to West End Salvage in Lancaster.
Okay, Platteville's going to receive. Start the second half here.
And the Kilman in the road white against the Arrows in the home black. You don't even need color to watch this game.
Oh.
Except the field would look kind of gray. You don't want that. Here's the kickoff. And a bouncer through the receiver who has to come back and get it. And that's going to cost him yardage as he gets to the 20, and that's it. That's the second time I think that's happened tonight to a kick returner for Platteville. And of course they had the fumble of 12 yards, which they at least were able to recover that, but nobody obviously ever wants that to happen to them. 1st and 10 for Platteville from their 23-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Sass, the running back, to the right of Pink. And Sass gets the ball and spins his way past some defenders, keeps going. Still going down the left side. And what a second effort run that was. And it's a first supply first down when he looked like he was going to get stopped for no gain. He's up to the 33.
It's going to be close. They may call a second down. Picked up about 9.5 yards.
Yes, they are short, but not by much. Second down and a yard to go. And around the right side and going down is Sass. Didn't gain much, but didn't need to.
He's going to lose a little bit.
Barely
lose a yard.
We have a phone that was found on the grass.
So that's back to the 31. It's third down 2 yard or 32 yards, 32-yard line. It's third down and a yard to go. And another high snap. Sass up the middle. This time he will get the first down across the 35 to the 37. Another first supply first down for the Hillmen.
4 yards.
This is a series, as we mentioned in the open, started in 1902, and with 1 year's exception, these two teams have been in the same conferences since conference play started in this area in 1925. And coming into tonight, Platteville with a 48-45 edge with 2 ties. Pick the pass on first down, throws it deep down the right side, and the pass is caught inside the 25-yard line. Lucas Ludlam makes the catch. Grandma Diane is ecstatic back in Platteville. And it's another first supply first down.
What did I say here?
Maybe 38.
10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 39. I got.
1st and 10. Pink has nobody in the backfield with him. Goes back to pass. Now runs to the left. And looks and throws it deep, and he's got a man down there, and he's caught for a touchdown. And it's Myron Ryder, I believe.
Yep.
Or is it Blevins? It is Blevins, his 3rd touchdown catch of the game. And despite the holding yells that were down below us, Platteville's got the lead. Another Northland Buildings touchdown. It's 27-22. And the extra point coming up for Sass. And the kick is good. That ends up being a scoring drive of 77 yards in just 5 plays. And Platteville up 28-22. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 7.
The bus is leaving for Lambeau as Green Bay takes on San Francisco Sunday, November 24th. Take the easy way and ride to the frozen tundra with Midwest Bus Trips, 97.7 Country, and South End Tap. They take care of driving, parking, and tickets. All you need to do is invite your friends, grab your cheesehead, and pack the cooler. Multiple ticket options are available, including food and beverage packages. Get details now at MidwestBusTrips.com. Green Bay hosting San Francisco Sunday, November 24th with 97.7 Country.
Stock up and save on the toughest filters in the business during Wix Filters sale days at your local Auto Value Parts store. Not only will you get the best deal of the season on our very best filters, but you'll also find deep discounts on oil, fluids, grease, batteries, and more. Upgrade your filters during Wix Filters sale days at your local Auto Value Parts store. See store for official sale dates. Auto Value. We've got the parts. We've got the smarts.
In Game 7.
Well, once again, the kickoff goes out of bounds. And so, once again, Lancaster takes over at the 35, 1st and 10, 10-11 left in the third. And Platteville back up, 28-22. Platteville has gotten the big plays going, some of them provided by Lancaster and a couple of defensive personal foul calls. Wolf was under center, now backs up. He's got two running backs. And receivers left to right, high snap. Throws to the right side for Vincent. And Plessel, and he caught the ball. Out of bounds.
I don't know if they're going to give it to him. He caught it, but caught it out of bounds.
So the pass incomplete. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. At the 35. Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Ithaca has beaten Cashton tonight, 42-7. 56-0. Prairie du Chien over River Valley, and now River Ridge leading Riverdale 39-0 halfway through the third quarter. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Run up the middle to the 37-yard line. Was that Vincent?
No.
Was that Hale?
It was Hale.
A little hard to see here, 5 versus 6. At least for those with.
Well, when they run up the middle and get piled on, it takes a little bit to see.
That too. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. After what is ruled a gain of 3. 2 receivers to the left. 1 running back next to Wolf. And Wolf to pass. And throws to this side, and the pass incomplete.
Wolf pass intended for 24.
And that pass incomplete makes it 4th down. The intended receiver, and I think for the first time tonight, was Adrian Hauk, but he was not able to make the catch.
Oh, ball was thrown behind. He had to turn around, spin around to try to catch it. It hit his hands, and that was about it.
So Plessel to punt, but first a timeout.
Timeout, Hellman.
Platteville again calls a kind of an odd timeout.
Yep.
Well, apparently they didn't have they didn't have the right people on the field, I have to believe.
Yeah, they might be talking over what possibly could be a fake punt.
Yeah, that would be an option. Schneidl's Heating and Cooling is your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service. From Schneidl's Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. Herbson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herbson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of the main in Platteville. See Herbson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herbson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. And Astria delivers better fiber internet in Platteville. Visit AstriaConnect.com for home and business internet options for every need and budget. So on 4th and 7, and I guess we'll see if they'll fake it here. Plessel is again the punter. Myron Ryder back to receive, and he's running up now near the 30-yard line. And it is a pick. The throw to the left side, and the pass is caught. First down.
No, he dropped
He's
it.
out of bounds.
He ended up dropping it.
Oh. It was a fake punt. The punter, Wolf, jumped up as if the ball had been snapped over his head, but one of the upbacks made the pass, but Plessel could not keep it. And so Platteville takes over at the Lancaster 38, 1st and 10, and it must be casino night because now both coaches are kind of rolling the dice in this game.
Yeah, I would say.
And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. 1st and 10 for Platteville, actually at the 37, because, of course, the line of scrimmage is the tip of the football. It didn't move, but when it was Lancaster's ball, it's the 38. When it's Platteville's ball, now it's at the 37. Now, a lot of people don't know that. Back to pass goes Pink, rolls to the left, throws to the left, and down the sidelines and out of bounds. Tyler Sass makes the catch. And he is down to about the 30-yard line.
He's got to pick up about 8 yards before he steps out of bounds. Nope, they're going to give him 7.
To the 31-yard line. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Platteville quickly back at it. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Pink drops the ball on a bad snap and is tackled all the way back at the 45. 16-yard loss, and I guess that is a Subs.com sack. So Platteville's great field position now is not so great. Back to the 43 is where it's spotted. That's going to be 3rd down and 17, which is not the same thing as 2nd and 3.
No.
That's the second time that's happened to Platteville tonight. Receivers, 2 of them to the right, 1 to the left. Sass, the running back. Sass up the middle on a draw play, and not much there.
Nope.
And a flag.
It's going to be holding against Platteville. So that's going to back him up 10 more yards from the line of scrimmage.
Would you take this penalty, though?
No. Well, yes, I would.
You're the coach.
I know, but after watching these coaches go on 4th down, I can see Platteville going for it. So I would take it.
Well, let's see what they do. And they will decline the penalty, correct?
Now looks like they're going to punt it.
Tyler Sass is the punter. And 1 receiver deep for the Arrows. And here is the punt, and this one is headed to and into the end zone, which makes it 43 yards, but a net of 23.
Yeah.
And Lancaster kind of dodged a bullet there, really, with Platteville with such great field position. After Lancaster went for it on their own 38 and didn't get it. Not a fake punt attempt, but now the Lancaster takes over at their 20 with a 28-22 Platteville lead. And 8:11 left in the 3rd quarter. Two receivers to the left. And 1 receiver to the right, and 1 running back. Wolf goes under center, and now backs up. Hale is the running back. And Hale runs it up the middle, and excuse me, it was Vincent, the running back. No, it was Hale.
Yeah. Picks up about 3.
Up to the 23-yard line. 2nd down, 7 yards to go as we go to 8 minutes in the 3rd. High snap on 2nd and 7. Throw to the right side is dropped. Incomplete. Now that was Plessel, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 7. And I can pretty much guarantee if they don't get the first down here, they're probably not going for it.
No.
Not at your own. You got to be a real gambler to take that risk. Even though there has been that, you hear that occasionally, the teams that never punt.
Yeah.
And supposedly you actually works out for you, but few coaches have the nerve to actually try that. 3rd and 7 back at the Lancaster 23. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 running back. And I think Lancaster took too much time.
Delay of game against the Arrows.
Now that makes it 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that changes up. That's long.
Way back at the 18-yard line.
It limits to what you can. So I really figured the way they were lining up, they would do a swing pass, but now you can't.
3rd and 12. And Wolf keeps it, and Wolf goes down.
Gets sacked.
Another Subs.com sack.
72.
And that ends up being a loss all the way back to the 15.
Yep.
And so 4th down. And Plessel to punt, we assume. Ryder is standing at his own 42-yard line. And here is the snap. And here is the
That's blocked.
Oh, it got blocked. Platteville is going to get it at the, that right, 18-yard line?
Yep.
3. Dane Kaufman recovering.
Dane Kaufman recovered, but unless you recover it past the first down marker.
Yeah, he ran it for about 5 yards, but didn't get the first down.
And so Platteville takes over at the Lancaster 18-yard line. 6:49 left in the 3rd. And the Hillmen with a golden opportunity to extend their 28-22 lead. 2 receivers to the left. Of course, they've had fortunate field position before in this game, and it didn't. They were not able to take advantage of it, or didn't take advantage of it.
No, bad snap hurt them in the last drive.
Now the officials are talking for some reason.
Yep.
While they do that, we'll tell you that Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offers subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Whatever the discussion was is over. Platteville football at the Lancaster 18. Sass is the running back. 3 receivers to the left. Ludlam to the right. And Pink gets the snap, throws it over the middle and incomplete.
Yep, way behind his receiver.
Ludlam was the intended receiver. Or I guess it was Ryder there.
Yeah.
I saw Ludlam over there, but it was actually Ryder, the intended receiver. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, experience the difference. 2nd and 10 from the 18. To the left side goes Sass. Sass to the 10, Sass to the 5, and into the end zone. Or is he out?
No, he's in the end zone, but I got a feeling there's going to be a holding. It's going to come back. And the worst part about it is they'll get a repeat of down.
And I suppose
it'll be 2nd and 10 again, because the way it looks, they're going to throw the penalty right at the 10-yard line.
So a downfield holding penalty, not behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Still wipes off the touchdown.
So it'll go from the spot, 10 yards, repeat the 2nd down.
And the spot is on at the 20-yard line. So it is 2nd and 12.
No.
Well, now what?
The guy over there with the down marker made it first down, but it's second down, second and 10.
So basically, it was right at the first down marker is where the penalty was.
Yep.
So just repeat the play.
It doesn't give them a first down just because.
And now what? Well, Jordan Rowland wants an explanation.
So do I.
I think everybody wants an explanation, including the referee, who is now going to talk to Jordan Plessel, or Jordan Rowland. Well, they do that. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical serves you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscoville. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. Russell Law Offices here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin Russell Law Offices. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. And Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Well, I have no idea what the delay has been here.
It should be second down.
Right.
I think that's what they're going to call second down.
Because it was second down before.
Right. And the holding penalty will bring it back.
Would it possibly be first down if they got the penalty after they got the first down? Is that what they're talking about? But then it'd be 1st and 20, right?
No.
Well, the officials are not mic'd here like they are at the Platteville Activities Complex, so they're probably not going to tell us what's going on here. Players are talking to each other. They're probably the officials are trying to figure it out here. An unintended timeout. 6:36 left in the third. Platteville leading Lancaster 28-22. Well, they're pounding on the bleachers. It can't be to stay warm because it's a beautiful night.
Yeah.
Now we are finally ready.
Second down, 2nd and 10.
And Pink, the quarterback, one running back, he goes back to pass, rainbows it to the far corner of the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Teron Blevins again. And after all that, Platteville extends its lead on the Northland Buildings touchdown on a 19-second drive. Of course, it only needed to go 18 yards. And the Hillmen lead 34-22. Tyler Sass for the extra point. And the extra point, a point and flush Sportsman's Club. Extra point, Platteville 35, Lancaster 22. Don't go away. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 8.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
The Queen Bee Radio Sports Getaway giveaway's back. We're giving you a chance to see college rivals Minnesota at Wisconsin on Black Friday and pro rivals Green Bay versus Chicago in January. To win, sign up at I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover and Fireball Lanes in Lancaster. Random qualifiers get invited to our sports getaway parties at Fireball Lanes November 16th and I Don't Care Pub and Grub on November 17th. It's the Queen Bee Radio Sports Getaway giveaway from the only station that puts fans in the stands.
In game 8.
Grant Regional Health Center, People State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Kickoff returned to the 20-yard line. Actually, a kick that was after the first couple were out of bounds.
That was a squib kick, and it went right through the fielder's hands and went behind him, and it worked out well for Platteville.
First and 10 to 20. By the way, Arizona and the Brewers are on AM 1590 WPBL. Oh, wait. The National League Central champion Brewers on AM 1590 WPBL. First down, Carey. Up to the 23-yard line for Samaji Vinson. Second down, 7. You would not know, given the fact that Lancaster or that Platteville is up by 2 scores, that they were down by 2 scores in the second quarter, but they have come back. Here's a run around the left side up to the 26-yard line for 3. That was Hale. And it's third down, 4 yards to go. I feel like the scoring isn't done yet tonight.
No. But this is an area where Platteville's got to get stronger and stop them on third down.
Third down, 4 yards to go at the 26. Wolf rolls to the right.
Ooh, bad pitch.
A bad option pitch.
And that's going to cost Lancaster.
Well, it's going to take him out of any thought of it's going to take him out of a first down or even think of going for it. I think it's a loss back to the 22. That does sometimes happen in option offenses.
Yep.
And so it's 4th and 8. 4th and 8. And presumably punting time. Although each team has done a fake punt in this game. One worked, one didn't. Here's the snap. And Plessel's left-footed punt. Ryder runs up to it to the 50. To the 45-40 and goes down to the 35-yard line. And tremendous field position for Platteville at the Lancaster 33-yard line. And Lancaster is going to be in trouble if Platteville scores here. They lead 35-22. They were down 19-7 in the second quarter, but they have come back on a big play night. And certainly the game is not over by any means.
No, not yet.
I mean, among other things, 4:42 in the third quarter. First and 10 for Platteville. And Pink back to pass. Pink under pressure. Pink gets sacked. He looked for a receiver, but the only guy he ended up seeing was in his grill, and he was wearing a black uniform. A Subs.com sack.
He's going to lose 8 yards, 12 yards.
Back to the 33. Second and 20. Ludlam is to the right, along with another receiver, 2 receivers to the left, and the swing pass to Sass, and Sass goes out of bounds to the 27-yard line. Gain of 6. And it's third down and 14. 3:49 and the clock running in the third. The ball is back at the 29-yard line. And it's third and 17, and Pink rolls to the left, throws to the right, and it is intercepted.
Yep.
Ball is picked off, And who got the interception? It was a lineman, I think.
I think it was number 22.
Devin Clark, who is a lineman. And so Lancaster gets the first Fenimore Smiles and Lancaster Dental turnover with 3:29 left in the third. And Lancaster trailing 35-22. First and 10 carry for Hale around the right side, and Hale to the 37-yard line for a gain of 3.
First turnover of the night.
We've had everything else happen except a turnover until then. Second down, 7 yards to go. 3:09 left in the third. Second down. Run up the middle and nothing doing there. That ends up being a yard loss. Back to the 36. Third down, 8 yards to go. 3rd and 8 from the Lancaster 36. 3 receivers to the right, or to the left, and they're all looking at the sidelines for the signal of what play to call. 1 receiver over to the right, 1 running back, and Wolf under the pistol, which he's been in the whole ball game. He goes back to pass. He throws quick over the middle through the hands of the intended receiver, Dane Kaufman.
Wolf's pass intended for Dane Kaufman.
Brings up 4th down. They're in a situation where you could go for it.
Isn't it kind of early for that, though?
It is.
And it's also kind of far. It would be 4th and 8.
Yep.
Although, let's see, they did try a fake punt in this approximate situation before.
Yes, they did. So did Platteville.
So Platteville's got 10 guys within 10 yards of the ball as Plessel back to punt. And he does. Ryder is the receiver, catches it on the bounce, runs to the left side, down the sidelines, and gets all the way up here to the 43-yard line. 2:05 left in the third. And Platteville, after the first turnover game, the first Lancaster Dental and Fenimore Smiles turnover, the defense withstands that. And let's see what Platteville tries to do to add to their 35-22 lead. They have the ball at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Pick has 1 running back and sends Sass up the middle, and Sass with a head of steam down the sideline and steps out of bounds, but gets the First Supply first down all the way down to the 35 of Lancaster. First Supply first down.
28 yards.
And the big plays continue tonight. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, back to pass Pink. Under pressure again, and he just throws it away. And no flag yet.
I don't think they will. They had a receiver in the area, but it was close to being intentional grounding.
Second down, 10 yards to go. 1:45 left in the third. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Now May comes in motion, back to pass is picked. Now he runs it up the middle and goes down. Didn't slide that time. And he gets down to the 25-yard line.
Injury timeout.
And we have a timeout. 1:33 left in the third. We'll take a timeout. 35-22. Platteville leads Lancaster back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 9.
If it's a double 50 or double 4 parlor you milk, see Fuller's Milker Center, your Kia dealer. Fuller's offers a complete line of high technology solutions to make your dairy a model of efficiency with state-of-the-art milking systems, revolutionary milking units, and the latest in udder prep and post-dipping systems with the best in automated animal monitoring. No matter how many cows you milk, you can rely on Fuller's Milker Center, LLC in Lancaster and Richland Center to keep your operation at peak efficiency.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you're parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Brian Peterson of the Peterson Agency in Argyle if auto owners make sense for you.
In game 9.
The injured player, Evan Beckwar, who was a starter both ways on the line for the Hillmet, for the Arrows, I should say. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. High snap again, back to pass Pink. Under pressure again, and this time he gets sacked.
Yep.
Another Subs.com sack.
10 yards.
And that brings up an unpalatable choice for Platteville. They have to go for it because it's going to be at the 35, but it's going to be 4th and 13. Not many 4th and 13 plays, right?
No.
4th and 13 from the Lancaster 35, back to pass Pink. With time, throws it deep to the right side, and
he's got the ball.
And it is incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Intended for one Ryder, incomplete.
Myron Ryder, he made the catch, but he didn't make the catch in bounds. You don't agree? Well, if so, Lancaster catches a break.
I would have said he caught it in bounds. High school, you only need 1 foot.
So Lancaster takes over. They take over at their 35, 34.7 seconds left in the 3rd. Lancaster 35, or Platteville 35, Lancaster 22. One running back, one receiver to the left, 2 to the right, and a run up the middle for Hale for a gain of 3 to the 37-yard line. Or 38-yard line. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. They're going to try to get one more play, and a bad snap. And Wolf has to dive on it. And they lose about as many yards as Platteville has on the couple of bad punts or fumbled snaps with them. And that's going to end the 3rd quarter.
24 yards.
A 24-yard loss, and Lancaster will have 3rd and 31 when we return. After 3, Platteville 35, Lancaster 22 on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 10.
You give 110% at work and in the game. So why not give 110% to get a beautiful, healthy smile? Schedule your routine checkups and major dental care at Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. They'll help you maintain a beautiful smile, along with daily brushing and flossing for healthy teeth and gums. Call today to schedule your checkup. And if you have any problems, make an appointment with Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
In game 10.
Grand Regional Health Center, People's State Bank coverage of high school football, Friday night football, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors in Belmont on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 3rd and 31 at the Lancaster 14-yard line. You can't even see the sticks from the line of scrimmage. Wolf to pass, throws it deep down the right side, too far for Plessel. And there's not a whole lot of good options for 3rd and 31. So punting time for the Arrows.
Something I haven't seen either team use is a screen.
Yeah, and like that's a staple in Platteville's offense.
Yeah, middle screen or a wide receiver screen.
13 Weber to punt.
Of course, if you've been having offensive line issues, does that kind of make you go away from the screen? Here's Plessel's punt. Oh, not good. It's going to go out of bounds at the Platteville 45. That actually went better than it could have. It's at the 44. It ends up being a 30-yard punt that went maybe 6 feet above the ground, but fortunately for Plessel, got a favorable bounce from his perspective.
Yep. Lancaster went through the whole third quarter without getting the first down.
That is a big change from the first half,
Yes,
obviously.
it is.
Well, now they're going to spot it at, they spot it at the 44. Platteville a little late getting out into the field of play. 35-22 Platteville. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 running back. I think that's Weigel. Instead, it's a keeper for Pink to the 40 and goes out of bounds at the 38. 6 yards for TJ Pink. 2nd and 4 coming up. Well, that took 5 seconds off. We are 16 seconds into the fourth quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ball near the near side hash mark. Dylan Weigel, the running back to pass is Pink, and he's going to throw it to the left side. Pass is caught, and down the sidelines, a lot of room, and a first down and more, and he went out of bounds. And it's Logan Day making the catch, and that will be deep inside the Bitech green zone for a first down. Another First Supply first down. Logan Day making his presence felt. The ball down at the 12-yard line.
28 yards they got.
First down, ball on the definitely far side hash mark. And a delay for Pink keeps it. Fake to Sass. And down to the 10-yard line for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. And obviously, this is critical for Lancaster's defense to get the stop here, because you go down 3 scores and you have just the fourth quarter left. That's not good.
No.
Back to pass is Pink on 2nd down. Now under pressure, now runs and ends up losing yards. That's another Subs.com sack. And it is back to the 14-yard line. Third down, 12 yards to go. And Platteville, for a team that really runs plays quickly, suddenly finds itself not really wanting to do that.
Well, take your time.
Third down and 12, and a whistle.
You're going to get illegal procedure.
As Ludlam was in motion, that's going to push them back farther.
Penalty against the helmet.
I'll make it 3rd and 17. Another Pink's Automotive penalty. Pink's Automotive in Lancaster and Good News Garage in Platteville.
Ball resting on the 20-yard line. They got to get it down to the 4-yard line.
2 receivers to the left and now 2 to the right. Actually 3 somewhere in there because Pink's all alone. And now tries to run it forward and gets sacked again.
Tried to run the quarterback draw, but Lancaster sniffed it right out and actually dropped him for a loss, about 3 yards.
Back to the 22. So now it's 4th and 19. You got to go for it. You're not going to. I would think you're not going to kick a field goal because that would be 39 yards. And Tyler Sass missed a closer, I think, field goal than that at the end of the first half last week. So 4th, and they need to get to the 4. Back to pass is Pink, and throws it over the middle. Pass is incomplete to Ludlum, and so Lancaster's defense holds. So the Arrows take over at the 22 after got to stop, but Platteville still leads 35-22 with 9:13 left in the 4th. In a game that has many highlights, as you might care to see. And all kinds of stuff has gone on in this game.
Yep. Lancaster's got to pick it up a little bit. They have to maybe start airing it out a little bit more, going back maybe to those swing passes.
And they might also have to start running the plays faster, don't you think?
Yep.
1st and 10 from the Lancaster 22-yard line. High snap juggled and then grabbed by Wolf, and now a deep pass, and caught by Fussell, and Fussell will go down all the way down at the 20 of Platteville. And another First Supply first down, and again Lancaster is in the Vitech green zone, or greener wave, Vitech Resource Management of Platteville. 1st and 10 just inside the Platteville 20-yard line.
57 yards.
Wolf has a running back behind him and running around the right side and gaining not much. Hale, I think, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Well, if Lancaster comes back to win this game, I have to believe Platteville is going to kick itself all the way back to Platteville for the opportunities they have had that they have not taken advantage of.
Yes.
8:24 left in the 4th, 35-22 Platteville, but Lancaster ball at the just inside the Platteville 20, 2nd and 10. And the handoff to Hale up the middle.
Fussell fumbles the ball.
And the Hillmen get it back. A Lancaster Dental and Fenimore Smiles turnover, and just like that, the Hillmen turn back the Arrows.
Yep.
What a crazy game this has been. And then, unlike a year ago, the famous 47-46 win for Platteville over Lancaster, this game has had defense in it.
Yes.
In fact, it's had a surprisingly large amount of big defensive plays. But, well, and then just one right there as Platteville takes over at their 16-yard line. And will try to eat as much of 8 minutes and 8 seconds as they can against their biggest rival. And a first down pass up the left side, and there goes Blevins out of bounds at midfield. Jerron Blevins, he has had a career tonight. Down to the Lancaster 47-yard line.
30-yard pass.
Down the left sideline, and suddenly they're not in the shadow of their own goal. And the throw to the left side is out of bounds. Fussell got out of the tackle box that time, and incomplete pass. Second down, 10 yards to go. And now the Hillmen again, it is weird to see because this is kind of not how they play, but they're being very leisurely now.
And they've had a lot of big plays to get them out of trouble.
Second down, 10 yards to go from the Lancaster 48. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. And a run around the right side, and Sass to the 40. Sass gets the first down. And down to the 38-yard line. Tyler Sass with the First Supply first down. 7:41 and the clock now running. Lancaster came into the game at 2-0 in the SWC. Platteville at 1-1, and I don't know, there may be people in Prairie du Chien listening to this at this point. Prairie du Chien demolished River Valley tonight, and the Blackhawks, Prairie du Chien would be all alone at first if this score holds, and around the left side goes Sass, and Sass gets the first down to the 10 to the 5 to the end zone. Or is he out of bounds?
They're going to call him out of bounds at the 1.
37 yards for Tyler Sass. First Supply first down. Deep in the Bitech Green Zone, a Greener Way Bitech Resource Management of Monroe. 7:11 left, and if the Hillmen score, that might
pretty
be
much
enough.
Yeah.
It's 35-22 Platteville. You have to wonder if they score, would they go for 2 to make it a 21-point lead? 3 touchdowns, 3 extra points?
No, I'd kick it. 3 scores in high school with 7 minutes left to go.
Although Lancaster can pass, we know that.
Yeah.
That's an understatement, in fact. First and goal at the 1.
Number 4.
An injured player coming out for, is that Lancaster or Platteville?
No, that's Lancaster Rupp. Oh, that's Platteville. Excuse me.
Yeah, that was Plessel. All right, first and goal. Swing pass to the right side, incomplete. Yeah, the pass intended for Seth Wilson.
Looking at the wrong roster.
Second and goal from the 1. Well, that would alarm Bradley Rupp's mother, except I know she's here, so that's not. Second and goal from the 1. One running back, and that I think is Dylan Wagle. And it is right next, or no, it's Sass.
No, it's
and he
Sass.
moves from left to right, to the left to the right side of Pink. And it is a keeper, and then a late pitch.
Late pitch, and they're going to lose yards on it.
That, I think the pitch occurred after he was down, wasn't it?
No, Sass, they got the pitch off, but Sass went down to get the ball and put his knee down, so he's going to lose 2 yards.
Back to the 3, third and goal from the 3. Certainly did not have to say how big this would be if Lancaster can get the stop here. 6:37 left in the 4th, and player coming out for Platteville.
72 must have blood.
And 72 is Cam Moore, the starting left guard. So they'll go again. Well, now
Platteville's going to call timeout.
They may have called timeout to keep him in the game, because obviously if he has to come out, they have to replace him for one play unless they call a timeout. And Platteville has called their second timeout, so they've got one remaining. 35-22. Platteville leads Lancaster, try to close out the Arrows. We're brought to you by Clear Bank with 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Clear Bank, where they say we can do that. member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Rural Mutual agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dow with Ragetz and Dow Insurance Group tackle all your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. And Bumper to Bumper in Lancaster, Boscoville, and Muscadet, making hydraulic hoses and donating 25 cents from each Wix filter purchase to the local FFA. Find your parts on their website or Facebook, or stop in. 3rd and goal from the 3. Arrow fans clamoring for the stop. Man comes in motion. Pink to pass. Pink under pressure. Throws to the right side. Jump ball. Broken up.
Broken up by Brady Schmidt. Broke it up. Makes 4th down now.
Now this is an interesting decision because a field goal from here you could do. It'd be 21 yards. That would give you a 16-point lead. And that would mean that Lancaster would need 2 touchdowns and two-point conversions to tie. That's what they're going to do. Sass is lining up for the field goal. Looks like it'll be a 22-yard field goal. Loveland the holder. Snap, spot, kick.
It's good.
And it's good. And wouldn't you know, we've had our second field goal of the ball game, which is a Sloan's Implement field goal. Any field goals made in the game are presented by Sloan Implement, your local John Deere dealer. Sloan Implement, helping you reach your field goals with new and used equipment along with parts and service. See Sloan Implement in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. We're also brought to you by Wolf LNG Farms in Lancaster. I'd like to wish all of the Lancaster Flying Arrows good luck and success this season. We're also brought to you by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Northland Buildings for a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland. Contact Joe Ryder, your local expert in quality Northland post frame buildings. And West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction. And Demolition Waste 2, West End Salvage in Lancaster. 6:28 remaining.
Oh.
And
no.
Kickoff.
That's not a penalty. He was thinking that would be out of bounds. He's got to pick the ball up.
That scoring drive.
Oh.
By the way, 81 yards in 7 plays. And it sends the Arrows, or the Hillman lead to 38-22.
They're going to give it to him, but technically,
Well, okay, so explain what happened there. Because the ball went out of bounds at about the 3, wasn't it?
The ball stayed in bounds, but he downed the ball inside the playing field, but he was stepping outside.
The football ends up.
But it actually touched him as it skirted by him.
Well, they gave him the ball.
But they gave him the ball in the 35, so.
I'm not quite sure the explanation for that, but okay. 1st and 10 for Lancaster at their 35, 6:26 left in the 4th, 38-22. Lancaster. And the pass was thrown to Kaufman. A defensive back hit him. The ball popped up in the air, was caught by Plessel. And that ends up being no gain, but a pretty spectacular no gain. 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the 35. Just like they drew it up, right?
Yep.
Except I would guess if they were drawing that up, it would be for more yards than none. 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the 35. High snap, swing pass to the left side, and incomplete.
Pass intended for King Kaufman, 3.
Kaufman, the intended receiver, and he was about to get laid out also by the Platteville defensive back on the far side, but he didn't catch it, so it's 3rd and 10. 6:17 left in the fourth. You have anywhere to go after this?
Nope.
Kind of a long game tonight.
Home, bed.
Yeah, there's a thought. Except that there's a little game prep that still has to be done for tomorrow, but I don't know. That might end up being done tomorrow, possibly. Third down, 10 yards to go at the 35. Somehow I think the ball crept up to the 36 and whistles.
Delay game.
5-yard loss back to the 30, 3rd and 15. .6:17 left in the fourth. 38-22 Lancaster trailing. And they really cannot afford to not score on this drive if they're going to come back. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Each team's had opportunities to score more than they have, believe it or not, but have not been able to always convert on those. And Wolf throws to the left side, and the pass is broken up at midfield. Or at the 40.
I know, he caught it.
Did he catch it?
Yeah, he caught it.
And the catch made for a first down up to the 45, a first supply first down. Who made the catch?
20, is it 22?
Gildersleeve?
Yeah.
So a first supply first down. At the 40, back to pass. Or 45, and the pass down the middle. Incomplete, but a flag is down, and where that was thrown appears to be pass interference. Plessel, the intended receiver.
I think they're going to catch him for holding.
A defensive holding?
Yep.
Which will make it a first down. On the Pinks Automotive penalty. And move it. Move the ball to the Platteville 45-yard line. 6:07 left in the fourth. 38-22 Platteville. Pitch on first down. And Hale outside, and Hale gets taken down by Evan Johnson. Wrestled him down at the 43-yard line.
Tackled by 23, Evan Johnson.
Second down, 8 yards to go, and his dad, Jeremy, a defensive coach for the Hillmen, happy about that. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to pass. Wolf under pressure, gets clear, throws it deep, and the ball is intercepted. And it's Lucas Ludlum. And the Lancaster Dental and Fenimore Smiles turnover gives Platteville the ball with 5:34 left in the fourth quarter, and Platteville leading Lancaster 38-22. And the ball will be spotted at the 15?
Yeah, it looks like it.
First down and 10 for Platteville, and they would love to run some clock here. Tyler Sass. A gain of a couple of yards. Well, a couple one up to the 16.
16, yeah.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Clock running down to 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. 38-22 Platteville.
And they're going to take as much time as they can before they hike it.
Yep.
There's the count.
And that's the complete opposite of what you usually see with Platteville, of course, and maybe they took too much time.
No, they're going to call timeout.
Well, Platteville has just called its last timeout with 4:38 remaining in the fourth. 38-22 Platteville leading Lancaster. Gilman came back from a 19-7 second quarter deficit. I believe this means, if this score holds, that we will talk to Bryce Artisan and possibly a player. I hope Jerron Blevins, because he has had a career night tonight. How many? 3 touchdowns for him?
I think so, yes.
Lancaster Auto Body in Lancaster specializes in top quality collision repair, leaving your vehicle looking as good as new. Lancaster Auto Body, where they say, we meet by accident. See them at LancasterAutoBodyLLC.com. We'll have the post game with the scrapper of the game and the drive of the game. Here's a carry on second down.
Ryder.
Now that was Myron Ryder on the jet sweep. And Ryder gains
about 7, the way it looks, and they're going to tack on 15 more for roughing the passer.
Another badly timed defensive penalty for Lancaster. That's the 3rd that they've had. That'll be 15 and a free first supply first down via the Pinks Automotive penalty. Lancaster has all 3 of its timeouts, but I don't know that I don't know that they would want to use them on defense necessarily, and maybe not yet either, with 4:30 left in the 4th. Ball is at the 35-yard line. And again, Platteville being very leisurely. Again, Ryder in motion, Sass up the middle, and gets to the 41-yard line for a gain of 6. Second down, 4 yards to go. Under 4 minutes left. We'll have more football tomorrow. This ought to be an interesting game. Wazeeka Steuben Seneca and Pecatonica Argyle for the Pecatonica homecoming. 1:30 start here on 97.7 Country WGLR. Second down and 4 yards to go from the Platteville 41. And run up the middle. Now Lancaster is going to call a timeout.
Tackle by 25, Jackson Rifle.
Now that actually may have lost a yard.
Yeah, he lost. Yep.
They'll make it 3rd down and 5 from the 40.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting game. Pecatonica Argyle has gotten better this year. I know they struggled a lot last year, but
yeah, they only had 1 win last year. They have 2 so far this year.
Yep.
And same for Wazeeka Steuben Seneca. What's interesting is that the real race in the 6 Rivers, you would think, is for 4th place, because you figure that, or at least coming in, to this week, you figured Potosi Cassville, Blackhawk Warren, and River Ridge in some order. Well, River Ridge, after losing to Blackhawk Warren, Potosi Cassville, they're 0-2 in the conference.
Yeah, right.
Although that's a murderous start to your conference schedule, obviously.
Yes, it is.
3rd and 5 from the Platteville 40-yard line. Platteville up 38-22. 3:31 left in the 4th quarter.
Oh.
And that's going to be first down, I think, because another offside on Lancaster.
It's going to be close. It should be a first down.
That is the 2nd penalty, Pinks Automotive penalty on this drive. They are just short of the 45.
No, they're going to give it to them.
And it is a first supply first down. And you got the way you look at it, unless Platteville turns the ball over, they've got basically they do nothing but run the ball, which you would think they can run off about 2 minutes. And up the middle, and another first down, but a flag is down. Sass got to the 43 of Lancaster, but
holding. So it's going to come back.
Penalty against Salem, holding.
That'll make it 1st and 20 from the 35.
Well, it depends on where they called it. It was
unless
past
it's downfield.
Yeah, it was past the line of scrimmage, so I think it's going to be 18, 19, might be 18.
Kind of funny in a sense because, you know, the National Federation, therefore the WIA, made the rule a couple of years ago to eliminate this guesswork about where a holding penalty is unless it's downfield. Well, here's a downfield holding penalty, another one.
Yeah.
First down, back around the 37-yard line and run around the right side. And then sliding to a stop is Pink up to the 45. Or actually to midfield.
Well, 12-yard pickup on that little run.
As the clock comes down to 3 minutes left. And the football at the Platteville 49-yard line. Well, given how long this game has gone, I think we're going to be the last game going today.
Yeah.
2:50 left. I'm hearing scores, and we'll have those on the shoebox scoreboard after the game. As mentioned, we'll have the drive of the game, scrapper of the game, and the Tricor turning point. And probably talk to Platteville coach Bryce Artisan after the ball game. Run up the middle for Tyler Sass for a loss, actually, back to the 48. The 2nd and 11, and Lancaster calls it second timeout with 2:29 left. Well, who do you think is the scrapper of the game tonight?
Boy. Probably Sass.
Okay.
He started really picking up second half, running the ball and controlling.
All right, well, as you know, the West End Salvage scrapper of the game is the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. Of course, Jerron Blevins with 3 touchdown catches. He's got to be the player of the game.
Player of the game.
Yeah. Drive of the game presented by Les Mack Chevy downtown, the Les Mack Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Les Mack Ford Highway 61 North in Lancaster. Custom order your new vehicle today from Les Mack, where you always get more from less. That's an interesting question because there haven't necessarily been really long, although Lancaster's first drive, 81 yards.
81. I would consider...
Pink throws deep, and the pass is caught to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone.
53 yards.
And Lucas Ludlum shuts the door on the Arrows. A 52-yard touchdown pass. A Northland Buildings touchdown. And with 2:19 left, Tyler Sass for the extra point, and Ludlam probably gasping will hold. And the extra point got blocked.
Sassy's kick blocked by 28.
But that makes it 44-22. Platteville over Lancaster with 2:19 remaining. And it's, well, 22 versus 23, probably too late for the Arrows.
Yes.
And Lancaster will be at River Valley next week. We'll have that for you here on 97.7 Country WGLR. Also, Platteville will host Richland Center for homecoming next week. We'll have that for you on Extreme 107.1, also 6:30 on Friday. When apparently, if I read the forecast correctly, or more importantly, if the forecast is right, there will be more football-like weather. It's supposed to be in the 70s next week.
Yep.
As compared to the 80s this week. But the Arrows will have their first SWC loss of the season, and that puts Prairie du Chien in first place. They are up 63-8 on River Valley with 9 minutes left in Prairie du Chien. Yeah. Which, of course, Prairie du Chien and Lancaster are playing the last game of the season. So that will be interesting. Here's the kick return up to the 35-yard line. 2:12 left. I'll tell you one thing, I'm running out of paper here because this game has taken like more than 4 sheets of paper. 2:12 left. And the ball will be spotted at the 34. I guess if I were channeling Wayne Larrabee of the Packers, I would call that the dagger, but I'm not going to do that. That's derivative. Wolf rolls out on first down, throws deep to the left side, and the catch is made. And that's up near mid.
It's going to be incomplete.
Up near midfield, the intended receiver was Jackson Seipel, and apparently he did not hold on. 2:02 left. Tricor Turning Point, presented by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Actually, we didn't do the drive of the game yet, but we have to figure that one out. And here's a pop pass over the middle, incomplete. Well, let's see. Second down, or third down, excuse me, 3rd and 10. Coming up. How about 77 yards in 5 plays? And that was the drive at the start of the third quarter.
That's where I was going to say is Platteville's drive to come back and take the lead.
For what turned out to be the lead for good.
Yep.
38-yard pass to Lucas Ledlum, and then a 25-yard touchdown pass to Jerron Blevins. That made it 28-22, and they have shut them out in the second half. 1:45 remaining. 41-yard line. And it's 4th down, 10 yards to go. Clock running, 1:37 left. And back to pass is Wolf. And throws it over the middle. And getting away for a first down all the way down to down inside the 40. And that catch made by Aiden Wilson. And it's a first supply first down. And quickly to pass, trying to pass, now running to the right. And it's picked off. And that's going to do it. And the pass, who made the interception?
One.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, Myron Ryder.
Ryder.
And so Myron Ryder definitely seals the deal with 1:07 remaining. And Platteville will just sit on it a couple of times and be very happy to take the win to go to 2-1 in the SWC. Thus creating, imagine this, if Platteville wins out and Lancaster beats Platteville, that game, or beats Prairie du Chien, that game will be here in the last week of the regular season. Assuming Lancaster wins out and Platteville wins out, you'd end up with a 3-way tie for first. Down 54 seconds left.
One more knee, and that's all she wrote.
Well, what a huge win for Platteville. And again, coming from a 19-7 deficit in the second quarter to get their biggest win of the season. How about that Tricor turning point, by the way?
Yep.
Presented by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Anything come immediately to mind?
Well, I still think that if you're going to call the drive of the game, would be at the start of the third quarter.
Yep.
When Platteville took it, marched down the field, took the lead, and never gave it up.
And that ends the ball game. Platteville beats Lancaster 44-22. Driving the game presented by Les Mack Chevy Buick downtown, and Les Mack Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Les Mack Ford on Highway 61 North in Lancaster. Custom order your new vehicle today from Les Mack. We always get more from Les. We will attempt to figure out the Tricor turning points. There have been maybe multiple ones today, but
the block punt.
There you go.
The block punt set up a short field for Platteville. I think that would have been their second score.
All right. Well, we will name that the block. They will name that the Tricor turning point. And we'll head to post-game. Platteville beats Lancaster 44-22. Back with more in a few minutes on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Post-game 4 minutes.
Are you interested in a free checking account? Do you need a debit card today with no delay? We now offer instant issue on our debit cards. Hi, my name is Sarah Rogers, your branch manager, retail lending officer from Mound City Bank in Cuba City. When you open your checking account, we can now issue your debit card so you have purchasing access to your account the day it's open. Stop by or call us at 608-744-2141 for more details or questions. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
Here at 97.7 Country WGLR, we love giving you things. The best variety of country, news, entertainment, and of course, prizes.
Before we go any further, I'm going to lay down a few rules.
If you participate in any of our giveaways and contests, remember, contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years and older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply. You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest. Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station, Queen Bee Radio Incorporated, Morgan Murphy Media, contest sponsors, and other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. All entries completed or blank. Any and all materials pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices, 51 Beans Drive, Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. A signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, and other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prizes and is released from all liability. A full list of our general contest rules can be found online at WGLR.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices.
I got it!
Keep listening for your next chance to win on 97.7 Country.
When over-the-counter medications are not effective for treating your headache pain, Grant Regional Community Clinic can help. We now offer same-day appointments for acute headache treatment. Call 608-723-2131 to learn more or to schedule an appointment. That's 608-723-2131. Don't suffer from headache pain. There is relief. Call today. Grant Regional Community Clinic. Better health starts here.
Enjoy the colors of fall and take a drive to Raleigh Cheese House. Stop in and try our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. Try our own fresh, squeaky cheese curds made every week. We also carry many other local cheeses, a wide variety of snacks, deli sandwiches, and beverages.
Beliefs and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to your home for Green Bay football. Here are Firsty Eye Clinic and Optical of Lancaster and West End Salvage of Lancaster broadcast, proudly presented by Les Mack Chevy, Les Mack Ford, and Les Mack Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Lancaster, where you always get more from less, and Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore, right here on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of Friday Night Football, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont on 97.7 Country WGLR. I don't think you need to stretch to say this is the biggest win of the year for Platteville, 44-22 over Lancaster. The Hillmen now 2-3, and more importantly, 2-1 in the SWC. And again, they host Richland Center for homecoming next Friday at 6:30 on Extreme 107.1. Lancaster with the loss is now 3-2 and 2-1 also in the SWC. And they go to River Valley Friday night. We'll have that for you at 6:30 Friday on 97.7 Country WGLR. Well, what a back and forth game this was. Lancaster got a 19-7 lead in the second quarter. Platteville came back to take the lead. Lancaster came back. They got a field goal at the end of the first half to take a 22-21 lead into the locker room, but that only lasted not even 2 minutes before Platteville got what turned out to be the lead for good. The touchdown pass, second of the three, to Jerron Blevins to make it 28-22. And the defense, which gave up some big plays in the first half, really showed up in the second half for the Hillmen, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I mean, you look at Platteville's game tonight, their whole game was a game of big plays. I mean, it really helped them out, got them out of some bad situations, and a couple penalties committed by Lancaster kept some of the drives going also, and they're going to come out of here with the win.
Indeed. Tricor Turning Point, presented by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. And I'm looking for, because there's been so much that has happened in this game, I'm looking for where that blocked punt was.
It was the second possession of Lancaster's.
In the second half?
In the second
half. Oh, yeah, there it is, yeah. And then that gave Platteville the ball at the Lancaster 18-yard line, and they were able to score in 3 plays. Another Blevins touchdown catch, and they made it 35-22. And yeah, that's a good pick for the. At that point, it started to become very difficult for the Arrows, and this is a game that I'm sure both teams look at it like, we could have won this a whole lot easier than this. Because both teams had opportunities, and either they didn't take advantage of them or their opposing defense came up big when they had to.
Yes, when you're looking at this game, it's really a game of looking at the conference right now. Prairie du Chien is probably the cream of the crop. And you want to get a good seed, and you want to get as many wins as you can. Well, one, get enough wins to qualify for the playoffs, but the more wins you can get, it's going to give a better seed. So some of these teams are going to be fighting back and forth I still think Lancaster and Platteville are good teams. They're going to have good records come the end of the season.
Well, and again, the thing is, if you look at the rest of their schedules, they're probably favored in all the games they're going to play, with the exception of Prairie and Lancaster, which is the last regular season game here. And if Platteville wins out and Lancaster wins out, chaos ensues, because you would end up in that scenario with a three-way tie for first.
Yep.
And the other thing to keep in mind, of course, is that all three, Platteville, Prairie, and Lancaster, they will all be in different divisions.
Yep.
Lancaster's Division 4, Prairie's, let me try that again. Platteville is Division 4, Prairie is Division 5, and Lancaster likely in Division 6. So, again, it's wide open now as a result of this, and but again, it could make the thing that could make the difference is that last game when Prairie comes here, and obviously we'll have that game for you on 97.7 Country WGLR. 44-22, Platteville beats Lancaster, and I think I see Bryce going the opposite direction, so I think we will take one more break, run through the shoebox scoreboard one more time, and wrap it up, because we got more football tomorrow. 44-22 Platteville, back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Post-game 1 minute.
There are places, people, and conditions in this world that almost seem beyond hope. But not when Mercy Ships is there. Mercy Ships is a place restoring sight to the blind, happiness to the outcast, and joy to the brokenhearted. Mercy Ships is the reason why hope is now in sight. To learn more, go to mercyships.org.
Hey, Joe, I thought you were retired.
Living on a fixed income is tough. So here I am, an essential worker.
I know. I mean, food prices are going up every day. Thank goodness for benefitscheckup.org.
Benefits what?
benefitscheckup.org. It's a free website where people over 60 can find help to pay for food, medicine, even utilities. I got $1,200 a year in benefits.
So how many?
Maybe it can help you.
Post-game 1 minute.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football, Friday night football, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and also brought to you by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors in Belmont on 97.7 Country WGLR. How many touchdowns did you have for Jerome Blevins tonight? Was it 3 or 4?
No, I had 3.
3, all right. Well, that's good. I have to report this elsewhere, so I want to make sure that I get that correct. Platteville wins 44-22 over Lancaster, clearly the biggest win of the year for the Hillmen. And, Lancaster goes to River Valley next week, and that's not the easiest place to play, typically.
No. And Valley's not a bad team. They're a little young, but I watched them play a couple weeks ago, and they got some good playmakers.
Why don't you read the stats that you have?
Oh, I quit doing them.
Oh, you did? All
yeah.
right. Well, Jerome Blevins, 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
And 4 touchdown passes for T.J. Pink.
Yeah. It was definitely a reversal of 2 halves. I mean, the first half, Lancaster had more yards, total yards, than Platteville on. And second half, Lancaster struggled between the passing and rushing to get even close to 100 yards. I had them at like 95. Platteville definitely dominated. They had about 70 yards rushing and, top of my head, about 160 passing second half.
All right. On the Shoebox Scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Galena beats Fenimore tonight, 29-19. That was on Extreme 107.1. Also tonight, Prairie du Chien. Let me try that again. Potosi Cassville over Boscobel, 50-6. And what else? River Ridge shuts out Riverdale, 39-0. Prairie du Chien rolling over River Valley. The last score we had was 9 minutes left, 63-8. Prairie du Chien over River Valley. Cuba City over Southwestern East Dubuque tonight in a shutout, 35-0. That was on Super. It's 106. Mineral Point leading Belleville 21-7 after 3. Ithaca a winner over Cashton tonight, 42-7. And I believe that is what we have.
Well, I got an 8-man score here. Highland, for the first year in 8-man football, they're dominating. I really thought maybe this year they would kind of feel things out and trying to figure 8-man out, but they won 70-0 over Kickapoo tonight. So.
Wow. And Kickapoo Lafarge beat Belmont last week in the fair game.
Yep.
So, oh, look, he did come over. Okay, well, it's a good thing we hung around because we are joined now, but only if I can find the... Oh, that's why. If I can find the... he just... Okay, well, we'll use the head... He can use the headset.
Does it work if I go like this?
Yeah, that's fine. Bryce Artisan, the Platteville coach, who's a lot happier now than after last week, right?
Yeah, this is something special. You know, I told our guys after the game, right, like, this is how we want to feel, right? We knew that we had the chance to go out here and do the things we did, right, and we did, and it wasn't pretty all the time, but, you know, we came out and we had that mental toughness, and, you know, we got the win, and hopefully it'll propel us into something special the rest of the year.
Indeed. The big thing that obviously stands out is the difference between the first quarter or first half, which was very back and forth, obviously, and the second half. You guys shut them on the second half. I don't think anybody would have predicted that the way the first half went.
Yeah, I just found out that we only allowed 2 first downs the whole second half. So,
wow.
You know, I always say, right, like, as a head coach and the D coordinator, right, we're built around our defense. You know, I think this is a game like we had last year, right, where we would get stops and we would do those things, and then we were able to give our offense the ball, which, you know, worked really well.
All right. We are also – I got to ask one other question, which is how does your director of football operations feel about this?
She made it to 5 minutes left in the game, and then she actually fell asleep, and then we walked over here, and I had to use the bathroom, and Tyler was holding on to her, and I think that's the most nervous he was all night. And, you know, right when I walked out, she woke up, and you know, I don't. She obviously doesn't know where she's at, but you know, I love doing this for her. I love doing this for my wife, and you know, I love doing this for my team. Right? I got her, and her and my wife are the 2 biggest things in my life, and you know, right behind them is these guys. So I'm very excited to share with the guys, but then also my beautiful fammy.
Okay. Well, of course, you have to like change diapers and clean up stuff of that sort of
thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to do those for these guys. So.
That would be a lot of work. All right. Come on over and introduce yourself to the world.
I'm Dylan Weigel. I'm Tyler Sass.
All right. Well, you guys had a...
Well, tell them what position you play.
Inside linebacker. Running back.
And safety.
And punter and kicker, too.
And punter and kicker, who he actually made his first varsity field goal tonight.
That's
right. That's awesome.
That's right, definitely. So let's talk about the defense, the second half defense, Dylan. You know, it was such a back and forth first half. They get the late field goal, and you're down by a point, but you have to be pretty happy about things, just given the fact that you came back from a 2-score deficit, right?
Yeah, I know we went into halftime. Our energy wasn't great, but we picked it up right away on that first drive, getting that big stop, and it just carried into the rest of the half.
All right, and then Tyler, you guys had quite an offensive explosion again tonight, and you know, we hate to belabor the point, but you guys have had trouble scoring, except when you play Broadhead, Judah, and then obviously Lancaster. What do you think's been the issue, and what did you fix tonight?
I feel like we all just came together as a team, and we got our line figured out, and TJ was able to get more time to throw the ball, and we all just came together with the line, and we all scored more points tonight.
Yeah, was it a case that the half were – I mean, obviously, you're down 1, but how much did you guys emphasize what you did after the to get the second half kickoff? Because that's been a problem a couple of games for you that, you know, try to get momentum right off the bat, and it doesn't happen, but it sure did tonight.
Yeah, I feel like coming out down by 1 at half to a really good Lancaster team really got us going, and we were very confident in how we could play. And with the first half, we put up some more points, and then second half just exploded, and we knew we could do what we could. Okay,
Dylan, you guys are examples of this. You had everybody gets a bigger role each year, and how did that show up tonight? As far as obviously a lot of leadership needed to take place to shut out Lancaster, which is a hard team to shut out in the second half like that.
We were down this week, had a lot of injuries, but I feel like a lot of guys came in, stepped up, did their job the entire game, and I know our older leaders and captains were big for us tonight, and yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this really changes things as far as the rest of the schedule goes. By the way, Prairie du Chien demolished River Valley tonight. Hardly a surprise, but what do you think you guys are capable of the rest of the season? I mean, theoretically, if everybody wins out, Lancaster beats Prairie in the last game of the season, you could still end up winning a share of the title. So what do you think you guys are capable of?
I think we're capable of winning the last games, all of them. With being teams that we have seen that have been down in the past, I feel like we have a shot to beat them by a lot of points.
Okay, there is one more question, and you can hand the microphone over to Bryce because it is the question of the sort of thing that coaches dread, which is called homecoming next week. What do you tell your team to avoid a homecoming disaster?
We enjoyed the win. We did our hoorah right after the game, and then we got a little serious, right? And the message was, go have your fun. Don't do anything that's going to get you in trouble, right? Like homecoming is homecoming, right? I did the fun things, and I did all that, but you got to be smart, right? We got 4 more games ahead of us. We got a long season ahead of us, depending on how things go, and just making sure that our guys are smart, that our guys they bond with each other, right? I think homecoming is a great way to do that, right? To bring some teamwork and some team momentum together, right? But we also got to know what our end goal and what our focus is beyond homecoming.
And obviously, if you're going to TP houses, don't be out all night doing it. Do it early in the evening, right after sunset, before.
We'll say no comment on that. We'll just say no comment.
If there's a run on toilet paper in Platteville, we'll know why.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, congratulations. Great win for you guys, and we'll see you next week for homecoming.
Thank you. And then, obviously, thank you for supporting, Platteville Hillman, right? This is a great opportunity for our kids to get exposed. Not many teams have the opportunity to do this. And, I drag a couple players up here every game with me, so I'm not the only one sounding like an idiot. But, I think it's, it's a great way for them to learn how to express, how to talk and things like that. So, I'll say thank you, and then they can as well.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I can tell you there's nothing quite like the deer in the headlights look when you stick a microphone in a player's face and they've never talked before. And
yeah, that's exactly what these two said. Tyler walked over and he said, I've never been on the radio. This will be my first time. And I said, well, don't make it your last time. But thank you, everybody. Thanks for listening, and go Hillman.
All right. Thanks a lot again. Bryce Arneson, Dylan Weigel, and Tyler Sass. They're happy people tonight because Platteville comes up with a come-from-behind win. We're trying to do a little dance around the equipment here. 44-22. And once again, we'll tell you what we got tomorrow because we have more football tomorrow. It's coming up tomorrow, we've got Wazeeka, Steuben, Seneca, and Pecatonica Argyle for the Pecatonica homecoming from thankfully not flooded McKellar Park in Blanchardville, 1:30 on 97.7 Country WGLR. We will also have Brewers baseball tomorrow night against Arizona at 6:05 on AM 1590 WPVL. Sunday, Packers in Tennessee at 10 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Arizona and the Brewers at 12:35 on AM 1590 WPVL. Tuesday, more volleyball. The rematch, Mineral Point and Cuba City at about 6:45 here on 97.7 Country WGLR. Next week, Lancaster at River Valley at 6:30 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Richland Center at Platteville for the Hillman homecoming at 6:30 on Extreme 107.1. Benton, Scales Mount, Shullsburg at Cuba City at 6:30 on Super Hits 106. And next Saturday, Badger football, they are at USC, time to be determined on 97.7 Country WGLR. And more football a week from Saturday, Waterwalk Center Wested at Highland at 1:30 on Extreme 107.1 in the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Mark Evenstad and RJ Osterhaus are our sports directors. Rob Spangler is our program director. Tyler DeTanis is our digital program director. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Thanks to Brett Rollins and the staff at Lancaster High School. Thanks to our sponsors who allow us to bring this game to you, and thank you for joining us. Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of Friday Night Football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on 97.7 Country WGLR Lancaster. Platteville has a winning streak over Lancaster. They beat the Arrows tonight, 44-22. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth for Scott Tolzman, I'm Steve Prestegard. 97.7 Country Nights is next. We'll see you for more football tomorrow.
This has been a Queen